what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the platform. I think it's our most triggered episode. Episode 54. We have a few special guests on with us today. So I want to do our introductions with our guests first, and then we'll go to our normal introduction. So we always do left to right, but since AD is on our very, very left, we're going to start with her. What's going on, ADsolo?
Hey.
She says she's not a pro. She's a competitive gamer, but if you watch her videos, you'll beg to differ. Say what's up to everybody. Introduce yourself. Tell us what you're playing.
Hey everybody, this is ADsolo. Right now I am mainly playing Injustice, Injustice 2, travel a lot for tournaments. Gonna actually be going to one really soon, actually. So I'm looking forward to it. It keeps me busy. It's exciting. People say I'm good at it, but I don't know. I don't like tooting my own horn. So
I don't know. It seems like dudes is rage quitting right now. Yeah, that's saying I don't know. I'm telling you, look at her videos. Check out, like, there's one that's featured too where she catches this dude fucking camping. And, any of us would be wrecked. You know, she caught this dude slipping so fucking bad. Like, it was just crazy. So, definitely check her out. I do have her follow information below the video. Actually, I may have it a little later. I forgot to put the shit up. Oops, sorry. But, I have the shit on a little later and share her stuff out. So thank you for coming on and joining us today, AD.
Absolutely.
All right. Next up, our other special guest. We actually have somebody from like a whole different world all together. We got Mr. What do I call you, Mr. or is it just General Orc? I don't know. I don't know how it is amongst orcs. But introduce yourself. All right, introduce yourself. You and tell us what you play.
Hello. I'm not really playing anything. I'm voicing things, you potato. Anyway, my name's General Orc, and I do a lot of things, and I voice a lot of things, and those things mainly are the Beyond Skyrim, and I'm known for Ravendale's Quest, the annoying orc that you see that says, I'm going to Raspberry Ripple your town halls. Yeah, that's me. But anyway, that's mainly what I do, and I can't spoil too much because I'll get in trouble. Wow.
Oh, we'll see. No, I ain't gonna try to do you like that. Have us shut the fuck down.
Okay, excuse me, mister? Do we need to go mad?
No, I'm scared. All right. So check him out. Like I said, I got his follow information. Actually, I think I got that below. So check him out. Follow everything that he does. He's an amazing voice actor. So I'm loving that. So, all right. So now let's go with our regular introductions. Let's start with Akeyles. What's up, man? Introduce yourself. Tell us what you're playing.
Hey, what's up? It's Akeyles. Having fun time on Twitch. Y'all should check me out Tuesday, Thursdays, 9 p.m. Playing the Gears of War. I've been playing Rainbow Six. I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links on the phone. Been making people rage quit with the Ojama deck. Just playing a little Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And I hopped on Shadow of War for a good 6 hours. And that's about it for me.
All right. I got some questions for you, too, so I will probe. Not in that sense, but,
I mean, if you want to.
No, I don't know, man. That sounds too inviting. All right, next up, we got Leon, man. What's up, man? Introduce yourself. Tell us what you're playing.
What up, man? I've been playing Fortnite hard, man. I'm trying to beat Dakota's record for most kills in squad solo. So I've been fucking practicing a lot on there. I've been playing I Am Setsuna. I just started a Let's Play of that on my channel. And I've also been playing some Cuphead and rage quitting a lot, but enjoying it at the same time. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I watched your stream, man. I struggled with you. So
yeah.
I feel your pain. All right. Next up, we got Cool Cat Terri. What's going on? Introduce yourself. Tell us what you're playing.
Hey everybody, it's Cool Cat over on Twitch. I haven't been playing too much because I'm in the moving process, but I have done a little bit of Fortnite this week. But most of my gameplay has been on a game that came out at the end of, I think it was September 30th when it came out, Masquerada Songs and Shadows. It's like a tactical RPG. Fantastic game. I've just been going hard on that game. It's great. It's great.
That's the one I said.
The first RPG I've played that does not have a loot system or side quests.
Wow. That's the one that looks like the Banner Saga, right? It looks kind of like
yeah.
That shit is beautiful. That's a very. I love that art style where it's almost maybe animated, kinda, but then it's like cel shaded and it looks like I don't know how to describe it.
The cutscenes are all hand drawn.
Oh yeah, see, that's amazing. I love
that.
Yeah,
it's all hand drawn. It's all voice acted, so it's nice. Well done game.
Love that stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely. I was checking your stream out on that, and I was like, I may buy it. I just may buy it.
And it's I'm playing it on Steam, but it's also on Xbox One, and I think it's on PS4. And I've heard it's going to be coming to the Switch as well.
Ooh, all right, Mike, you may want to check that out. And Leon too. Y'all both got Switches, so. All right, next up, we got Eugene. What's up, man? Introduce yourself. Tell us what you're playing.
What's good? What's good, everybody?
You was about to lose a life, boy. You was close.
I have to apologize. I'm on my phone right now because I'm still at work for the next couple of hours. So if my audio is bad, that's why. But I've been dipping back into a little bit of Injustice 2 for the past week or so. Trying out a different character.
Yeah.
But I've been thinking about getting WWE 2K18, but so far the reviews are in. It's pretty much a copy and paste of every game that came out before. So I may have to skip this year also.
Nah, don't say it ain't so, man. Because I got hype for it. I want to play it. Shit, I got 2K17. It's all right.
I watched the review earlier, right? And one dude said they literally just copy and pasted the same game and gave a ever so slight, barely noticeable graphical upgrade.
That's shitty. But, I don't know. I still want to get it anyway because I still like those games. It's like, I don't know what it is. I don't want to let those type of games go. So I'm still getting it.
No, the problem is, man, in this day and age, right, with WETV, the storylines are constantly changing. And I believe the developers need to go back and update this game on a quarterly basis, at least every few months, update the game.
Oh yeah, just like push updates out, so it stays current, like with all the beefs and shit, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, yeah, I got you. I feel you. All right, so next up we got Big Mike. What's going on, Big Mike, man? Introduce yourself. Tell us what you're playing.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Big Mike here. I've been playing a little bit of Injustice 2 with Leon, and Fortnite Battle Royale. Just having a fun time with the family.
Oh really, Mike? Oh really?
Really?
But you ignore my invites every time I pick up Injustice 2. You blatantly ignore mine.
I never got it. You sure you sent it to me?
You see how he's smiling right now? Hold on. Here we go. I got one for you right here.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
You know what I'm saying? So, Mike, stop fucking lying.
I also
someone's in deep shit.
I've also been playing Friday 13th. Been jumping back in that today because, it's Friday 13th. I wanted to play a little bit of survival scary game.
Okay.
And that's not one of them.
Oh, shit. All right. Next up is one of our other guests here, our special panelist. I'll call him an old school veteran of the game. And, he's part of everything out there, so you can definitely follow him. I'll put his information below as well. What's up, Nicholas, man? It's been a long time. Introduce yourself. Tell us what you're playing.
Yeah, I'm undead, 3XVI. You can drop the 3XVI. I don't care. My clan is dead. They abandoned me. I'm on my own. I've been playing Smite competitive. Hopefully going to be heading to some pro events in the next couple of months. Doing some Telltale games, some little indies here and there. Just a biding my time till the fractured butthole comes out. That's all I need in my life right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped for that. I wasn't hyped at first. Remember that controversy that came out? I was like, "Fuck my pre-order." But when they explained it, I was like, "I'm kind of back hyped now." So,
yeah. See, I sat there when that news came out. I went, "I'm gonna feel like awful if I have to cancel this pre-order."
I know. Could you imagine? It's just like ultra black bullshit. I was mad at the motherfucker. I was like, I'm straight canceling. But then they explained it. I was like, it's just a joke. Suck a dick. It's a joke. I said, all right, well, okay. All right. I get it. I get it. All right. What's going on, everybody? My name is Danny. I'm the host here at the platform, and I have been playing Battle Chasers. It came out for Steam. It's a pretty fucking dope RPG. If you guys should check it out. It's almost like Final Fantasy and like Darksiders had a baby and shit. So put that in your mind of what type of game this is. Also, like you said, I've been very busy too. So I've been really gaming it up on my phone. And I've been playing this game called Ire. It's like a mobile version of Dark Souls. So I've been trying to level up in that shit. And yeah. And it's pretty good too. The graphics is pretty dope too. So, I've been playing that. And trying to get my wife to play Cuphead. But, every time I say the name of it and shit, she gives me that fucking look like, fuck that game. So, I'm trying to get her to play it. So, all right. So, let's get right into it. We're going to go ahead and start with our first segment here, which is about, it's been some controversy going on about these loot boxes. I know everybody's been hearing about it. Everybody's been talking about it. Shadow of War has a huge controversy with these loot boxes, and people seem pretty triggered around it. I mean, they're like, this is a single player game. You shouldn't have shit like this in the game. And, I don't know how I feel about it. So I kind of wanted to get your guys' take on this. Let's start with our guest here, one of our guests. Let's start with AD. AD, so have you heard about this controversy with these loot boxes? What do you think about having loot boxes in a single-player game?
You know what? I've heard a little bit about it. I myself have not experienced it yet, but a lot of people I know are playing Shadow of War, and it's interesting because at first everyone, was obviously very excited about it, and it seemed great. But then I start hearing all these things about these loot boxes, and people are like, "Why is this in there?" And you know what? I don't know. It's tough. I mean, I think there's good and bad, to both. I mean, personally, since I haven't played Shadow of War, so I don't know too much about the controversy. But I'm not sure. It'd be interesting to hear exactly why people are so upset about it, to be honest.
I think it's more of like a moral thing.
Yeah.
People feel like, why the fuck do you need more money for me?
Yeah,
when I pay, $60 for the game, it's like, damn, I already bought the steel book, which is like $5,000 or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so I think it's more of a morality thing. It's just like, how dare you? Why?
Yeah, like I've already invested into this, so here I am looking forward to, put them all and experience this game. It's like, oh shit, now you want more of my money? Like, why?
Right. And it's not even like an online game, so I think that's where people are kind of getting a little triggered behind that. Mm-hmm. I'm scared to ask General Oric, what do you think about loot boxes in your game that you star in, Shadow of War? What do you think?
Totally. Thanks for faking that and putting it in there. No, I don't star in Shadow of War. I wish. But what's my opinion on fucking loot boxes in general? I think they're bullshit. The reasoning is because now big companies, large companies, feel like they're not making enough money, and the reason for that is, I don't know, maybe because they make terrible games.
It's true.
But the thing is, now game companies look at what Overwatch did. They as soon as they put that in, they cause this huge fucking gambling. Pretty much it is gambling. It practically is. You're literally betting chances, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At first it came CSGO, and now there's so many other games doing it, it's just becoming a trend, and sooner or later, what are they going to microtransaction next? What, our playtime?
Yep. Menus.
That's my problem with it. I think it's a dumb idea, especially in a single player fucking game. It's a single player game. It's a game like, you know, they're gonna play it once and that's it. You know.
It's like, who else is gonna see you? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're getting like all these fucking outfits and shit from these loot boxes, it's like it's a single player game.
Yo, bro, check out my level 100 orc oolog. Hello. I'm like, no.
And it's like, but no one gives a fuck because they can't see it. You know what I'm
Precisely.
saying? Like,
I mean, you could be like a small time streamer who gets like 2 viewers. Cough, cough, me. Anyway, but you know, that's about it. There's nothing. I mean, apparently, I heard you can raid people's stuff though with that.
yes.
I don't know.
Yes, you can get legendaries from the loot boxes for your online like blockade or whatever.
Okay, so there is online. Okay, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
nice.
There is, but it's like, but you don't
Get
really
the fucking
play
way.
it though, right? You don't really play it. You're just like, you just hope you don't get raided. Like, really, that's how it is. Like, you know, you go to somebody's shit, you raid their shit. If they don't have protection, their shit is stolen. That's it, and you don't even really
dumb.
fight. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's just kind of stupid.
So I spend almost $2,000 on these loot boxes. I get a nice little orc. This nice little orc fails at protecting me. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Okay. Nick, Mr. Undead, what you think, man? Are you hype about loot boxes, or are you like, fuck that shit?
I'm in the fuck that shit category of this. However, my old roommate, when I'm not sure if anyone remembers, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare had loot boxes in it, and they gave out rare weapon variants. My roommate dropped $800 on that shit the first month it came out. But my dude missed rent that month because of loot boxes.
So it's his fucking fault. It's his fault. You know what I'm saying? That's who the fucking fault it is.
So I'm kind of a little partial to loot boxes as a general rule of thumb. I think they're awful. I think they can be done tastefully. I think Overwatch, Rainbow Six Siege has loot. They're not called loot boxes. They're loot packs or whatever the hell you want to call them. It's done tastefully where it's you want to get some weird camos. You want to get funny masks for your characters. That's fine. As long as you're not changing the gameplay with cool whatever. If you can earn it in game too, that's a bonus. But like, who wants to buy pay-to-win shit in a single-player-only game? Like, I
know. I'm trying to figure that out.
I want to get my level 90 oolog.
like, if anyone drops money, and there's a few guys I know that drop money on loot boxes in Shadow of War, if you drop money on that game, you just need to get good at it. Because, personally, the big point in the reviews was they said at... I think it's Act 4. They turn on the grind fest where you need X number of legendary orcs to get it done. So you got to grind for the boxes. My friend got to that part. It took him an hour and a half to grind for it. If you can't sit through an hour and a half grind where you get to...
Oh, shit.
But if you can't sit through an hour and a half grind and you need to drop $20 to do it, then you're part of the problem, definitely not the solution. I don't think they belong in single-player games, and I think people should shun the microtransactions. I don't say shun the game, but definitely shun the microtransactions in the game.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards that. That's kind of where I'm leaning, but then, you know, I still love the first one. Like, the first one was such a great game. You know, and it's like, do I want to like join the resistance, or you know, do I want to fucking play this bomb ass game? I know it's dope as fuck. Like, everybody that has had a chance to actually touch it, they say this shit, first of all, is harder than the first one, which is great because the first one felt a little easy, and two, it's like better in every way, and it's like, I just want to fucking play that shit. Like, I don't need loot boxes.
I'm with you on that one because I sat there and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna skip Shadow of War, and I will just play South Park. I'll be okay. I'm watching trailers, and my one friend's been playing like 30 hours of this game, and all he's doing is posting game clips on my feed. I'm just like, stop it.
That's the voice I'm gonna do it in too. Terry, What you think? I know you said you're playing fucking devil's advocate for this bullshit, so I want to hear what you got to say. So, what do you think about loot boxes, especially in like Shadow of War, or at least Assassin's Creed 2? They have it too.
I'm kind of like on the fence. Like, I see both sides, and like loot boxes have been around for a very long time. I think they started in MMOs. Okay, people are blaming Overwatch, but they didn't start it. They've been around forever. I think WoW has had them first. You know, I'm like, I remember, you know, you have them in even like I remember playing Neverwinter way back in the day. They didn't have loot boxes. You had to buy keys, but it's the same concept.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like it's been around forever. No one has bitched about it until now, because now it's in a single player game. You know, so now all of a sudden people are, you know, are all up in arms against it. And I mean, I overall I think it's stupid to have them, but at the same time, you're not forced to buy it, so it's optional. So why get upset about something? If you don't want it, don't buy it. Why complain about something that you don't have to buy? Okay?
Because gamers.
I know everybody wants to complain about something, but no one is telling you have to buy it. So stop complaining about it being in a game. You don't have to use it. All right. So just let it be. Okay.
That's true. I can see that.
You don't have to use it. All right. Just like, I mean, how many things are probably like, you can go and buy a brand new car. There's probably a whole bunch of buttons in that car. You'll probably never push in your entire life you have that car. You know what? You still have them. It's an option.
How do you know?
You know, no one complains about that. I mean, they put in a game an option to buy something or use something. You don't have to use it, but you're gonna whine about it. Who gives a shit? Don't use it. You don't like it, don't use it.
I want to buy full butt warmers, and I want to use it in my car.
I'm just saying though. If you don't like it, no one is forcing you to use it. So stop whining about it. Just don't use it.
I don't know.
I mean, tell me Warner Brothers isn't going to come to my house, hold a gun to my head, and be like, buy $50 worth of loot boxes.
I fucking do it if you were playing my game, hell yeah.
If you want it, use it. If you don't want it, who cares? I mean, yeah, it's a single player game, but you know what? Know what people are guilty of doing in single player games? You know, spending money on downloadable content for special armor because it looks pretty. All right.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, it's no different. It's no different, you know, going and spending money on DLC for a special armor pack that no one else is going to see but you. No one complains about that, but you're going to complain about someone doing it, you know, in another game.
Or buying dance moves in Destiny 2.
Right.
But everybody can see though, so
that's true.
Why complain about, you know, things that have been around in games for such a long time? Why now are you going to start complaining about it? No one had a problem with it before, and it's been around for, you know, probably over 10 years already.
Leon, are you buying a loot box for Shadow of War? What you think?
Hell fucking no, but I'm still buying the game. I mean,
okay.
I think, you know, the whole fucking loot box thing is just kind of like, it's old. It's like, you know, if you would have caught me back in like the Xbox 360, PS3 era, then I would have had more of an issue with fucking loot boxes and you know, DLC. But they already won that war. These corporations already got people buying that shit. So at the end of the day, I mean, if you go out and protest against it, you're gonna miss out on a lot of great games. So
that's true. That's what we were trying to tell Mike. We were like, Mike, I know you don't like loot boxes. I get it, but you'll pay for everything else, but you don't want optional loot boxes, and you're gonna walk away from a great ass game. Okay, all right. But you know, like I said, I hear everybody else's points too about just the morality of it. Like I swear, it just seems so fucking skeevy. Like it's a skeevy ass move. You know, it's a single player game. Why do I need all this microtransaction shit? You know, people got pissed with Dead Space. Remember Dead Space? Dead Space was like dope all the way up until like I think it was Dead Space 3, where they put those microtransactions in, and it was like, why? Okay, so now I gotta pay for extra pieces of a gun, you know, to do different types of dismemberment, but I gotta pay for it in real money. Like I can't just fucking earn it. I gotta, you know, put my credit card in the system and fucking buy those copper coins or whatever the fuck they were selling. And, you know, I use those to buy parts. You know, that to me, that was where I thought was really fucked up. And I think Shadow of War isn't going that route per se. They're more like you said, Terry, it's an optional thing. It's like, hey, it's here. If you want to spend your money, go ahead and do it. You know, but if you don't really want to spend the money, is basically part 2 of fucking Shadow of Mordor.
Now,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
haven't played Shadow of War. Do you have the option to obtain these without real money?
Yes,
Like, can you-
yes, you do. Yes,
do.
you
Then
do.
why the hell are people bitching?
And it's actually, it's not even like, it's
Okay.
not like.
Okay, now I have to call bullshit on Mike.
Oh,
because
shit. Trigger.
now I'm triggered. Now
No,
I'm triggered
Mike,
because I
you have fucked up
remember.
again.
I remember not too long ago there was a game that released that is quite popular right now. A lot of you here actually play it. I think it's called Injustice 2. And I remember they had mentioned there's going to be loot boxes in this game.
Yes.
And I remember Mike being the biggest promoter of how awesome it was that this game had loot boxes in it. And now he's going to go and say how shitty Shadow War is because it has loot boxes in it.
Expose. Mike, you just got
Shadow
exposed.
Orc is mad funny. He's like, you in trouble. Mike, you in trouble, motherfucker.
Boy, trouble.
If you can earn in-game currency and buy them for free, then there's nothing to bitch about.
It's the moral of it, though. It's like, is it
No,
moral?
nobody
Is it a moral?
complains
making you
bitches
do
about
it.
them being in, Overwatch. No one complains about Injustice 2 having it. So no one should be bitching about Shadow of War having
Yeah,
it
why are we
because all
picking
these
on
other
Shadow of
games
War
are
is what I
being,
wanna know.
they're being, patted on the back for
Fuck
Hey,
Mario.
so let me ask you a question.
hypocritical. To be like,
Well, I
these
said
games
none
are
when
great,
fucking
they do
Street
it,
Fighter
but this
5
one
did
isn't
that
at all.
bullshit. Street Fighter 5 locking characters behind fucking, DLC. You could still earn it. You could still grind,
Yeah, but how much?
And it's impossible to earn this shit if you're grinding it.
You
You
said
gotta,
that
spend
Yeah,
hours
that's
upon
just
hours playing the
Capcom,
same fucking shit
screwing you
over and
over.
over again.
Okay, that's just Capcom, being asses. But overall, when it comes to these other games, it's just being hypocritical. Saying these games are great and they have the same thing, and then downing
And Terry,
another game for doing it.
And Terry, in Injustice 2, right? You gotta buy the in-game currency with real money to unlock shit for your character.
Right.
But you don't have to. Is what I'm getting.
Man,
at.
you
can.
do. You have to buy that in-game currency with money. You can't earn it.
You do, but what you're using it for, it's not. It's all about aesthetics. So
Right.
it's like the shaders and everything. Similar to how in League of Legends back in the day, you had to spend money like RP to get any skins or anything. Yeah, mostly the skins, and people were like. At a point, people were kind of complaining about it, but people just loved it so much. But nobody was forcing you to buy those skins. League of Legends is a game that you could have a complete experience with without spending a dime because the game is free. You don't need to buy a skin. You don't need to buy all of this extra shit. And then in a game like Shadow of War, I mean, if you can get this stuff without having to spend the money, then... Yeah, I'm Terry. Like, why are people complaining about it as much now? Unless it's just that hard to get it without spending the money.
Yeah, I just
I
don't
think
know
that's,
why.
I think that's what they're
makes
doing
no
with
sense
it.
Explaining to do, Mike.
So many other games do it. Like I said, so many games do it. Nobody has an issue, but all of a sudden now they're gonna, have a stick up their ass about
Well,
this
you know
one
how it
thing.
is. You know how it is. Gamers.
I swear to God, if I see loot boxes in Pokemon and I have to pay for Pikachu, I'm gonna be pissed.
I would legit be mad though. I'm not gonna lie. If they
I
put
would be
loot
mad
boxes
as
in
fuck. I'm
Pokemon,
like, okay, so I gotta buy a loot box to get fucking, Squirtle.
What the fuck?
Outta here.
You don't catch Pokemon anymore. It's a random loot box. You have to defeat
Oh
the loot box.
my
and then randomly
God.
I
help
wouldn't be
dude.
surprised.
yo,
I would not be
I would be
surprised.
so triggered.
I would be
Big
fucking.
Bro, now.
Stop giving Nintendo's ideas and just
Right.
They already got
Mewtwo,
DLC
dude.
in fucking Zelda.
I was gonna say, let's not. Nintendo does pro consumerism to a T, right? So let's give them loot box ideas. Yeah.
Hold on, man. You lost a life, bro. You just gave Nintendo a motherfucking.
I don't care. I don't own their console. They can charge people as much as they want.
That was Oric's idea. So that's his life.
Oh, that's his life? Oh, shit.
Dude, you're the one that brought up the loot box.
Take on
man.
Terry's like the Grim Reaper.
I
Right
see
now.
how it is.
That's
I was
how
on
it
the hate
is.
screen.
You know how it is. You know what I'm saying?
I will pull the race card. Don't make me.
Pull that race card. It's in you.
Look how we treating orcs. We can't do that. You know what I'm saying? We are all inclusive.
Orc lives
matter.
Yeah. Fuck you, man.
The only person here that's
so let's address the elephant in the room. Mike, what do you have to say about this?
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Hold on, Mike.
You haven't heard Mike's take.
Right, Mike, let's see what you got to say, man. What the fuck you got to say?
Okay, Mike, can I explain your situation right now? You're in a fucking landmine field. You step on
Terry called you out, Mike.
They're all tossing grenades on me there, Joe Rourke.
Grenade? Dude, you're fucking launching a fucking fat man on your ass.
I said, I'm just not buying the game. That's all. It's my point of view. There's no reason for it to be in single player game. That's my take.
So and you're boycotting, but you didn't even get the first one though.
That's like the first one.
You're gonna be hyping
I
it
like
up.
the first one.
I have the first one. I just couldn't get into it.
So you already don't like it.
So he's already protesting.
He already fucking getting it.
So whoever came in with a bias already.
I wonder. I bet he's that guy that fucking died to the first orc.
That's who Mike is. Mike dies in the tutorial.
So let him speak. Let's see what
I'm not
Mike
that
says.
bad.
Is Mike? Is it really that big of a deal? Or is it that big of a deal?
It's not that big of a deal, but it's mine. It's my opinion. It's how I feel.
Oh shit.
But Mike, when you push up that group, right? Everybody calls you out on it, dude. Everybody.
Let them. I don't care. It's my opinion.
I said the same thing. I said fuck loot boxes in the fucking single player campaign, but my only reasoning is the fact is that what's gonna grow from this? It's not the fact of hey, it's a problem that you don't have to buy it, but it's the fact of the idea of how they're thinking is my problem. Now, that being said, I'm gonna go fucking probably spend $50 to buy Shadow War because you know why? It's a good game. It's a fucking good game. You know, but I mean, I think it's also an issue of gambling because there's a thing that's been going around about these loot boxes that it promotes gambling for some fucking reason. It's probably because of temptation, you know. Mommy and daddy are going to spend $50 fucking on the little kid. He's like, oh, I like a loot box. I'm going to get this cool oolong again. You know, that's pretty much what's happening here. And it's why they're making so much money. It's that temptation of gambling that's the problem. It's not the fact is that you don't have to buy it. It's just the temptation of people buying. The consumer's going to think, "Ooh, that looks shiny. I need it."
Motherfuckers need rehab for loot boxes.
I know, like start scratching this shit. Like, god damn.
So, Mr. Jennison, how are you feeling today? I feel great. I want that loot box.
Achilles.
I saw a meme, and somebody was like, "They're going to dress up as a loot box for Halloween."
God damn it!
Well, I'm going to open them right up.
Oh shit, Achilles, what you think, man? Like, are you getting Shadow of War? Is that something that you buying?
I have 8 hours in it right now.
That's right. Okay, so you got 8 hours in it already. So what you think?
I haven't ran into any part where they're like pushing microtransactions down our throat, and I will not buy any. But on the defense of like the people who are like mad or are mad about it. Mainly, it's the 2K argument. Like, if we let this rock, then
it's going to
Shadow War 3 is going to come out, and then the grind is going to start at level 1. And you're going to have to grind, 100 hours just to beat it. And that's what people are afraid of. They're afraid that if a lot of whales do come out and spend that money, that it's going to be the new standard.
Precisely. That's what I was talking about.
That's what I'm saying. There's a moral. That's what I'm saying. There's a moral part of me that's just like, I can't support this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's why I'm not buying it. I can't buy this game in good conscience. I love the first one, but the second one, nah, dude, I'm gonna have to pass this one.
With that idea, what you're telling them is, hey, you don't want it. But if you buy the game and you don't buy loot crates, then that shows the developer, hey, they really like her game, but they're not fucking with this loot crates. That's what
I'll buy this game used before I buy it new and get the developer's money for it. I don't give GameStop money to do it.
See, that's what I said. I said I'll buy the game when it's like, $10, $20, whatever.
But that's not
what,
teaching anything.
What would you do if every game had loot boxes, AD? Like every game. Every game.
If every game had loot boxes?
Let's get to that point. Shit.
I mean, I honestly don't care that much about it. Like, either you want to spend the money or you don't. That's how I feel.
Exactly.
Except for like games that like kind of push it down your throat and you kind of have no choice. I think that's kind of fucked up. Mm-hmm. But in this case, to me, it's just not that big a deal. I try not to spend that much money for any game that I play or have ever played. So, because I'm cheap like that. So if I could get through without it, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'll grind those hours to get the stuff that I need to get.
Let me ask you this. How much? What is the most? Hold on. What is the most you ever spent, AD? What is the most on a game? What is the most you ever spent? Here it is.
It might be League, which is sad as fuck because the game is free. Okay. But every character I played, I bought every single skin like the day when it came out.
Oh, so how much?
Everyone. I bought them all.
How much you think roughly? Like what?
She said, "I get it all. I did it all.
I need it all. Brand new socks and drawers. Like,
yeah." But you see, this is why I always say, there's no point. There's no point.
Leon, you bailing her out. I need $1.
A number?
Yes.
Yo, I would literally just be pulling a number out of my ass. Like, I have no idea.
You think it's more than $200?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, man.
Probably no more than... I would say, like, between 2 and 3. Between 2 and 3.
Yeah, I spent 3 on leagues, too. I had to have every
spent 3 on leagues?
Yeah, I spent 3 on...
We just losing lives.
I'm staying out of this conversation.
Everybody has to answer now.
Everybody's got to answer. All right.
I mean...
So, Terry, how much the most you ever spent?
For me, probably a couple $100, probably for a Neverwinter, maybe. When it comes to League, real quick, $200-300, that's nothing because there's a lot of gamers out there that buy everything, and some of those characters are crazy expensive now. Like, there's literally gamers. I think I ran into one watching a streamer. He had talked about how he put like 10 grand in that game. It's like, what?
That's some crazy shit. They lose all of their lives immediately.
And then I swear to God, if I have a friend,
I think he put like 2K into Neverwinter, and like I know people who would put thousands towards Overwatch and loot boxes and stuff. So it's like.
See, the thing with League though, what I liked, and the thing is, I haven't played in a while, but. When I was playing, like, they had RP and they had IP. So RP were the riot points, which was money, and IP was the in-game currency. So you never actually had to even spend money on buying a character in League if you just had enough hours in it, and you could get every character essentially for free. You just have to play like day and night for it. Damn. But those skins, though, yeah, I needed that.
You needed them.
I act like it was a necessity. Like, I didn't want them. Like. I had to have it.
The work is getting triggered over here.
It's like you're not going to see the details and stuff. Your characters are so tiny on that game. I just looked at
That is true. That is true.
See there, Ad, I'm with you. I support that.
Mike.
Mike,
Mike.
No, Mike.
What was the most you ever spent?
I mean, you all
Mr. Shadow of Mordor.
You all sit there and ride my coattail because I spent $300 on Destiny for dance moves.
Oh shit!
Dumbass.
Are you? Hold on, wait a minute.
Don't try to just sneak that in there either.
I swear to God.
Nick's over there stretching like I know. He goes, I know I spent money. Nick's over there, I know I spent money. I'm not getting this.
Look at Nick over here. He's sweating hard than a motherfucker, Nick.
What is the worst amount of money you spent, and what kind of game was it?
Nick, what's the most amount of money? Who you asking? Nick? Who you asking?
He's like, nuh-uh. He's like, I'm not answering.
Are you asking Mike? Or are you asking Nick?
I was asking Mike.
What?
Mike? Yeah, what's the most you ever spent?
What's the most you spent?
I said 300 on Destiny. That's the most I ever spent.
I thought it was on a mobile game.
All right,
No,
I swear to God.
Isn't it on a mobile game?
Yeah, you said that you had a mobile game back in the day, and you spent thousands or something on it.
Well, I did spend 1,000.
You said something crazy. It was like a crazy, obscene amount of money for a mobile game.
I remember.
It was for a mobile
Was
game.
it 800? Was it 800 then? If it wasn't 1,000?
What the fuck is box, Mike?
What was it then?
Right.
Tell us.
Mike, what is the most you ever spent? Period on a game. Period. Don't try to give us that Destiny.
And mobile games
Yo,
count.
he is hitting y'all with that crossover right now.
Boy, this motherfucker like Iverson right now.
Motherfucker like Iverson in this one.
Yeah. Well, what is it, Mike? Just come clean, motherfucker.
I said it was Destiny.
No, the mobile game. The mobile game.
The mobile game.
It was $200 on the mobile game.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, we lost it.
I thought it was like 500.
No,
I thought it was 500. I think he reduced that shit.
All I did was drain my savings account. I drained my savings account and closed
Round
my
it
savings
down.
account. No, you rounded
Rounded
down.
it down. Yeah, oh no.
Nick, we're coming to
on
you,
a
bro.
fucking mobile game?
Yeah, he spent $200 fucking
Play the
dollars.
sound
to cut his
again.
head
Play
off.
the fucking sound again. It's fucking a mobile game.
I did. Here we go. There we go.
There you go. No, that was just because of the mobile game and on top of the spending money.
Right, exactly. Hey, hold on, Mike.
The name of the mobile game was Knights and Dragons.
Knights and Dragons. Okay, I'm gonna go look this up. Let's see how popular Knights and Dragons
It's fucking garbage, Org. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Knights and Dragons. Oh, it's got a 4.4 rating. It's not 5. Fuck you.
Nick, come clean. What is the most you've ever spent?
You sound like a damn. You sound like a police officer.
It's over.
You better go with it.
I see you in the back alley getting loot boxes.
My name's Deputy Orc, and I'm here with you today. We need to talk about your drug addiction.
I've got every skin that's ever been released on Smite unlocked.
Ooh,
so
how much you
Wow.
How much you
and there's 91 characters. Each one of them's got about 5 or 6 skins.
Are you?
Oh shit, boy! You play Smite?
Yes, sir.
Even
you
the
know
pack
who Rain Day is?
What's that, sir?
You know who Rain Day is?
Yes.
He's one of my boys. I'm in his clan. He's a great mate of mine. Beautiful man.
Oh wow, wonderful. Yeah, no, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I've spent
but you still ain't gave us a monetary number.
A monetary?
I need a number.
Well, I could do the math for him since I play Smite. So we take the characters, we take each skin cost, and we look at the math and we say, "What the fuck's wrong with you?"
I was really following him there too. I was like, oh.
You were like paying attention, like, okay, where we going?
Like I was legit with you for a second.
Oh shit! They calling you out in chat.
It's like
they calling you out in chat, man. You said how much?
1,500? Nah, dude, not even close. There's like skins that are 400 to get up.
See?
Yeah, some skins are like almost $14, so like, you know.
Oh my god, dude. You probably spent like $3
Not even
grand
counting
on
the
it.
limited. Not even counting the limited, which you need to unlock more skins to get just the limited.
Shush.
Oh
You
my
need 14 items. 14 paid items. 14 paid items to get one limited skin.
And hold on. Smite is free too, right?
Yes, sir.
They do have loot boxes. Never mind, they do have loot boxes.
So clean.
Let's see. How much have I spent? I spent.
Hey, folks, man, I gotta head out for a minute, man. I'll be back.
All right, Eugene. I
Eugene,
spent $60 on Crossout, and I spent.
How fucking dare you?
Yeah, I did. Hold on, let me get myself real quick. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I spent $60 on Crossout. I spent.
How much on Conan?
Shut the fuck up. I didn't spend nothing on Conan, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't spend shit on Conan.
I'm Conan the Barbarian.
Don't get into it, Mike, because I know you're about to say it. Don't fucking say it. I know you're about to say it, man.
It's happening.
No,
Mike.
It started. He's not gonna hold back.
You know you're not gonna let it go, Mike.
I'm letting it go like Frozen. I'm letting it go like Frozen.
I'm Frozen. I swear to God, I'm done with this interview.
Mike does these really, really bad old, joke things, and it's horrible. Like he does that one. Like literally, we were playing Fortnite the other night, and he has to do, the whole, we're getting it on like Donkey Kong joke. It's like so old, don't do it no more. He still does it.
Getting it on like Donkey Kong.
Someone made a comment about something about their neighborhood, and then he instantly jumped out. He's like, "Oh, like your neighborhood Spider-Man." I'm like, Mike, you gotta stop.
All right, so.
Well, he tries so hard. And then he had the nerve to say, "What? I like being creative." And I was like, "What is being creative about stuff that's like decades old?" So like,
Mike is officially known as the dead meme.
Oh shit. Oh shit. So, okay. Alright. So the general consensus is it's morally wrong, but it's also optional. And we can't avoid it. We can still get the game and still, I guess, have our voices heard. I mean, I don't know. I'm still confused now because now that I've heard everybody, how they thought about it. I was one way, now I'm another, and I'm like, I still want that fucking game, but then Orc scares me, so it's just like, I don't know what the fuck to do.
Now, can I add something to that real quick? It's just like, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is coming out. It's pay to win.
How is it pay to win?
But you know what? I bet you're going to promote it because it's Star Wars.
Actually, they changed it before we get into this topic. They released it. They released Star Wars Battlefront 2. They released due to community input. Okay. They changed a lot of how their loot box system works, and you can't get any of the upgrades via loot boxes anymore.
All right, good.
Oh, that's good. Then they put the upgrades in loot boxes.
So now he's going to promote it anyway.
I'm a
Star Wars hoe. I would have supported it regardless. I love Star Wars.
I'm gonna get Star Wars.
The new trailer was amazing.
But I know during the beta, you were able to buy the loot boxes, and there was those loot boxes there, Nick. You can get like that damage reducer for 100, where people could.
Yeah, a damage reducer. That is like the definition of noob.
No, I ain't even kidding. There was loot boxes. They were showing videos, and like some of the people that got like early access to some of this stuff, there was like damage reducers, damage increasers. So you could have a damage reducer and put a damage increaser on, and then just streamline people.
Yes, I was watching the same video he was watching. There was this dude that had 100% damage reducer. He was just going in this guy.
Why is that okay? Whose idea? Who in the boardroom said, like, this is cool?
This guy was just getting shot at, and he's just in there, ping, ping, ping.
Shank, shank, shank.
Exactly.
So what you're telling us is, Mike, you could have somebody play as a fucking stormtrooper and whoop Darth Vader's ass.
Yes.
I'm sorry, sir, but I just kicked your ass.
Jason Boyega, yeah.
Because I spent $14 on loot boxes, I'm stronger than the Force now.
The Force is within me.
The Force is in my wallet.
The Force is strong with the loot box.
The loot box I get. Yeah, I get it.
Give me loot
the loot box is strong in this one.
Shit. So there's a huge talk of boycotting Assassin's Creed because it's also the same shit. It's the same shit.
Can people just let it go? Seriously.
Yeah, but
go to Disney World or something. Just stop gaming for a little bit.
Fucking loot boxes in Assassin's Creed are only earnable in game. You can't even buy them with real money. So what the fuck are people bitching about?
I know, but they were saying. I think it's the term when they hear the term loot box,
they get triggered.
It's just like, what the fuck?
Loot box.
Okay, guys. You do know that in every single video game, there's chests. Those are a box. You get loot from them. Oh, fuck. The realization has come. All games have loot boxes. Fuck.
But
oh shit! Or just like raged out.
no, Daddy, you actually.
He was done with the loot boxes.
He was done with the. He said, "Fuck the loot boxes." Oh shit! All right. So I guess all in all, it's optional, and really, you just avoid it. Just if you want the game, buy the game. Don't support the fucking loot boxes. That's it. I don't want to trigger Orc anymore. I know how you are, man. We're gonna move on.
I just literally broke my microphone for a
oh shit!
I was literally sitting there and I accidentally left the call, and I was like, oh shit.
I saw that. I was like, oh shit, he raged out. He raged out. All right, so before we get started to our interview segment, AD, I changed some of the questions up to kind of fit a little more of what you do. So
works for me.
All right, because I know you say you're not a pro.
Not a professional gamer.
She's not a pro gamer, is what she says. So,
she's like, are you drilling that in a little too hard?
Oh my god!
All right, so we're gonna start with General Orc. Sir, are you ready? Are you ready for these questions, sir?
No.
All right, so let me ask you this: how did you? Yeah, how did you get started, like, doing this voice acting? Like, was it just because your voice is deep and you said, "Fuck it, I can make money by it," or what was where was the passion? What was the passion?
Already insulting the voice. I see how it is.
No, but you got a deep voice, man. Like, so what drove the passion?
Into voice acting? Is it because of your deep ass voice? What the fuck you think? No, but it's just because I enjoy it. It's just the essence of acting. I've always been into video games for a while. I mean, I'm a gamer myself. I like my video games, but I always like to be that character behind the screen. I like to give that personality to a character. Could have me play as fucking Mario, but sound like Mario went to the mafia. Hey, give me my mushrooms. I'd love to do that. Anything, really. I mean, give me a character, I'll try to do it. That's what I like to do. I like playing the character. I like to invest myself into the world itself. That's how it started.
Well, it's definitely an amazing talent to have. I kind of call myself a voice person, too. I can do some voices, but I don't know.
Get the fuck out.
I'm serious, man. I don't know if my shit is as fast as yours, but I can do a few spot-on shits, so... Yeah.
There's a difference between voice acting and impressions. Voice acting is when you're making your own character and it's yourself. So whenever I'm put into a role, that's actually voice acting because they want my voice. They don't want me, being like, no, I'm Arnold. No, that's not my voice. That's me impersonating an Austrian who's angry. But but that's what I do. That's
all right. So I know I'm about to put you on the spot. Does it pay well? I mean, like, what is, like, the life of a voice actor?
Well, if you're Matthew Mercer, yes.
Yes, okay.
It depends, though. It's not really. So when you're starting out, it's generally have voice acting good as a hobby. It's never good to have it as a main job, because let me tell you something. You'll be like a guy on the fucking side of the road. You're not gonna... you generally have to get into it. You generally have to work yourself up. Networking and reputation is a big thing with voice acting itself. It's never really just, you instantly land a big gig at Gearbox. Guess what? You're playing Krieg the Psycho for Borderlands 2. Hey, kind of like that. You won't just get it. You need to work at it. Constant work, dedication. Clearly, one of the things is aggression. In the voice acting industry, it's nothing like the 2000s, back in the day when voice actors were sought after because they were so rare. Nowadays, internet is a thing and talent's everywhere. So now developers have gotten fucking lazy and just literally sit around and wait for the talent to come to them. So now you have to be super aggressive. You got to say, "Fuck this guy that's next to me. I want that role." It's kind of like that. It's a harsh goddamn role. It really is. You either got to represent yourself well or get the fuck out. And that's true. It's sad truth.
Damn,
it really,
I didn't know it was hard out there like that. I mean, you have a lot of talent. I didn't know it would be kind of hard for you, but I guess if you do have the internet and you can just submit your shit, you get your chance to kind of get out there.
Yeah, that's what happened with me. So
All right. I got a question. Worst acting gig? Like, what was the worst one that you had to do? Like, did they have you like My Little Pony or some shit? Like, what was the worst one that you had to do?
The one that got me my most reputation was Ravendell's Quest, but it was also my worst. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? Why? I love doing Ravendell's Quest. I love the guy who made it, Carl. Good friend. Love the man. Beautiful animator. The problem was when I was doing lines, and if you ever saw Ravendell's Quest 1 or 2, one I had some of the most random ass lines. I literally had to say, "I'm going to Raspberry Ripple your town halls, you fucking cunt." I kid you not. I kid you not. And I had to do it in an orc voice. And what was even worse is he wanted these lines done soon. I did this when I was tired, when I was sick, and when you listen to it, you can hear me sound like I'm in pain. It was the worst thing I've ever done. I had to literally do it like this. I'm a Raspberry Ripple your town halls, you fucking cunt. Yeah, I literally sound like I was dying.
Damn.
It was fun, but nah. I mean, I would do it again. I mean, I did the second one too, the same freaking way. I mean, but it was a pain. But I love Ravendell's. It was fun. It got some laughs, and now every time. But the bad side is I became a meme.
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of people now have memes on the internet and images of quotes of all my fucking lines.
Yeah, because you know the more cringe, the more meme you already know.
I'm a meme. They just know me as the orc that screams Raspberry Ripple.
That is so garbage.
No, but that's the point. The whole video was a parody of Warhammer. It was a whole joke based on it. And if you look up Ravendell's, you'll see what we mean by that whole video. It was great. It's funny. It was comedy. But oh my god, I hated doing my voice. It hurt my throat so bad.
Ooh, how many hours did you have to put in?
I did it in one take because I said fuck it.
That's why your shit was hurting.
No, I was sick and I was tired. Two things you never do as a voice actor.
Well, yeah, that's true. Because then you're actually affecting the way your voice sounds. You probably were fucking groggy. Sound like you drank too much fucking. What does orcs drink? Like grog or some shit? What the fuck do they drink?
Fungus beer.
Okay. Beyond Skyrim. I know you didn't want to touch too much into this.
I can't really go too much into details, but I can tell you that I am working on ADsolo, which is one of the projects. I can't tell you that, but the other thing is I'm doing voice acting for it, clearly. I mean, what the fuck? You think I'm some kind of writer? Well, I am a writer. I'm a creative writer on the side, but anyway. Not on the project, no, just in general. But anyway.
So how did it come about?
Yes.
Like what drove you to that? Was you just apply and said, fuck it?
Yeah, pretty much. That's how my voice acting works. That's how voice acting works. You try to get into things. You just spread yourself out. And at the time, I'm a huge Skyrim fan. I really am. Love Skyrim.
I'm a huge Skyrim fan.
Bethesda, fuck you, Creation Club. Fuck everything you do. Anyway, so just fuck the Creation Club. Don't get me started on that.
Oh, shit. Final round? Maybe? Oh, okay.
Yeah, what do you think I saved?
Okay. All right, so you're holding it in for final round. I get it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
But yeah, no, I decided to try to apply for it because I saw it was a big thing. I was like, yeah, I'd love to be a part of this and try to apply my own personal, flow on things. And I got in. Can't tell you what though. You'll have to see, and you have to play it to know.
Absolutely hype as fuck about
Sadly though, it will only be available on the special edition version of Skyrim, since the old version, the 32-bit version, could sadly not handle Beyond Skyrim, since it's going to be literally adding in new lands.
Right, it's like
huge.
I was reading a lot about it because, like I said, I'm a huge Skyrim fan. So
it's massive. It's going to be fucking massive.
I saw that shit. I'm like, okay, this is like gigantic. This is like a big project. This isn't, adding a fucking house and 2 quests and shit. This shit is gigantic, man.
And I'm working on ADsolo, which is going to be an island if you know your Skyrim lore, or Elder Scrolls lore, itself, Cyrodiil, blah, 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 ADsolo. You can look more at ADsolo, look onto it, look on the project, it's on the page there, and definitely try to support it as much as you can and give us some love, because we love to have that. And hey, you'll see me at some point.
Absolutely. What is the, I'm probably getting too deep into it if I ask you this. Well, then I'm gonna skip that one because that's probably too deep. But what's your favorite mod? Like out of all the mods that you've either like used, played, been part of, what's your favorite?
That's tough. I did a lot of modifications, but I've done some indie work, but that's something else. We can go on that later. But freaking, what's the favorite mod I've ever been a part of, or ever used?
Yes.
Well, that's really hard to say because I just like the modding community in a general. I like modding in general. Just I can't really pick a favorite mod because everyone has their own flair and taste into it. And and my opinion is that no mod is better than the other because literally it's like pieces of art. They put it up there so you can review it, but I don't have a favorite because I enjoy all of them. That's mainly how I do. I mean, you can make a mod that adds in a talking cat and you beat it with a broom. I love it,
Actually, that would be the shit. Put that in Skyrim, you know what I'm saying? Make it a mini game.
Hello, my name is Felix the... Oh, fuck!
You know what? That leads us into this. Can you give us... Let's do a scene. Let's have a orc marriage. Husband, wife, arguing about the fucking TV remote.
I'm fucking done.
No?
Orcs don't get fucking married.
Oh, shit. All right, what about an orc don't want to pay for sex? What about that? Orc doesn't want to pay for sex.
Do they even have to pay? Have you seen how big those fuckers are?
I'm just saying, like, say he goes, he's at a bar, this bitch is offering something.
Hey there, toots. How's it going? Oh, I was paid $5.29. Fuck you, bitch! I ain't paying for nothing.
Okay, I guess that's how it would go.
It was actually kind of awkward because I'm like, that would be really creepy seeing an orc have sex.
What's wrong with my cucumber?
I wouldn't even want to picture that. The sounds that would be coming out of that room.
Fucking floppy cucumber.
The sounds that would be coming out of that room would sound like a fucking exorcism.
Oh shit, that's fucked up.
Have you ever seen the orcs' faces in fucking Shadow of Mordor?
Yeah, dude. Don't even think about it. Why
it's like that dude's face from fucking Destiny 2, the villain. That dude had a fucking crazy ass mouth. I was like, what is up with your grill, dude?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, I can't fuck with that. You got me creeped out a little bit. Maybe I should do that.
Stop thinking about it. Stop fucking thinking
mental
about
image.
It.
Right, the image is just like, oh god,
You know what's gonna happen now? Someone's gonna clip my fucking voice that I just did. Someone's gonna
I already know. I already got you.
They're gonna clip it and they're gonna make an animation and put it in there and be like, oh fuck no.
They're gonna take it and put it in a Mass Effect mod where aliens are having orc sex and shit.
Oh my, fuck it. No, I'll make a video on that. I'll do it.
See, yeah, just get ahead of it. Just fucking do it.
Fuck you, modders. I'll do it myself.
All right. Next up, we got the hot seat for Mrs. ADsolo. So, not a pro. Miss Not a Pro.
That's our new name, Miss Not a Pro?
Yeah, Miss Not a Pro. What gave you, what was that? Because I was reading a little bit of your bio, and I know you said you were like a huge fan of just gaming when you were younger, and then you took a hiatus. What led you back to fall in love with at least gaming as a whole right now?
It was actually my boyfriend at the time. When I was younger, so I'm the youngest of three. So the first console we had that I remember, it was the original Nintendo. My brother got it for Christmas in '87. I was only 3 months old. I don't remember this. I just know this off a photo. But years went by. I got a little older, played a few games on there, played Super Nintendo, and then what happened was my brother went to college, and my brother is 9 years older than me. So when he went to college, he was 18 years old. He went to Tulane in Louisiana, and we live in Chicago. And he took all of his shit with him. So
so you had nothing.
That was a rip for me. Yeah, I was done because we were poor. Like talking about sometimes no lights poor. So it wasn't like, okay, well, Rendell took his shit. Like we're gonna buy Adrian all this. Like nope, we're not gonna buy Adrian anything else. So I was just doing other shit just because I didn't have a console in my house anymore. But years passed, I met a guy who he was playing DOTA. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Right, what the fuck is that?
You don't know Dota?
Oh, Dota. I thought you said DLTA. I'm like...
No, DOTA.
Okay, Dota, yeah, Dota. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like
what's that?
Come on, PC Master Race.
But yeah, so that was in college, and I was like, what is this? I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know that much about PC gaming. I was just completely out of the whole gaming industry as a whole. But then eventually, League happened. I downloaded League, got addicted, like sometimes would not go to work the next day because I would stay up all night playing. It was bad. League it's bad. It's just not good for you. But like I would like come home from work and eat dinner and then start playing at like 8 p.m. and would not stop until like 7 a.m. Like
still in your work clothes and shit.
God.
Still in my work clothes. Yeah, absolutely. I would still be in my I just keep on going. I don't know, man. It was rough. That's why I had to take a break. I'm like, this ain't good for me. This is going down a dark path. Real
Start scratching your neck. Y'all got some League of Legends.
Exactly. Meaning, that's exactly how it was.
Went down. Man, I didn't know what to do in my life.
That's funny that you say that. I actually have my shirt right now. It says my life is on hold. The servers are down. But so I took a little break. Basically what got me back, so that was League, and then I was like kind of chilling for a little bit, and then it wasn't until MKX came out, which is just April of 2015, was when I really got into fighting games. So I still consider myself very new to them. But again, I didn't have a console. My boyfriend at the time bought MKX, and I was kicking it with him. I was like, oh, this looks kind of cool. And then I picked it up. I was like, yeah, I'll try it. I'll go through story mode, try all these different characters, try Melina, well, first I tried Tanya and Jackie because they was black. So I was like, let me try
I was going to say, I'm going to pull your card on that, but all right, I got you.
I'm like, let me go ahead. Let me see what Tanya and Jackie are talking about. But I don't know. They just didn't yell at me. Like I didn't connect with them. And then I tried Cassie. I tried Cassie Cage.
Oh shit!
Stop.
Here we go.
See, Cassie Cage. I keep telling y'all, Cassie Cage is nice, yo.
Cassie
Cassie Cage is nice. I will wreck anybody with Cassie Cage.
Well, let's not talk crazy. I don't know if you'll wreck anybody, but
I will wreck anybody with Cassie Cage.
Calm down.
Anybody. One man. By myself.
Cassie was good though. Like, and really, it was that what was it? It was the selfie brutality. I was like, okay, this bitch is cold. Like, let me go ahead and play Cassie a little bit. But so I played her for a while, and then I don't know. I just fell on Melina, which of course is a classic character. Back came MK2, and it's just like I don't know. That's what fell into my hand. Like what I was attracted to the most was Melina, and once I picked up that controller and started playing Melina, I literally just haven't put it down since. And I went to, like what I did is I started researching more about, what's out there in the fighting game scene. Like, are there tournaments? I didn't even know about tournaments. I really didn't know anything. I looked it all up. I went to Evo, and then I went to a few other tournaments. And once I started going to tournaments, I was like, this atmosphere, just being around a bunch of people who all they do is just love playing the same game that you do, it was lit. I was like, this is great. Like, we just chill, we play, we compete, we talk about the game. And ever since then, I was just like, now I got addicted to this. That's where my addiction went to something else. But this was a little more controlled. But yeah, it was really just my boyfriend at the time, him putting it in front of me. It was like a reminder, like, damn, you really love gaming.
You know, it's like, remember that fun you had when you fucking called off your boss was shitty, but you got that goddamn legendary? Yeah, I feel you. Believe it.
That's how it was, and that's just how I got back into it, and I can't stop.
All right.
So
Quick
now,
question.
go ahead.
Hold on there. How many times did you whoop your ass's boyfriend? And
I'm way better. He's trash.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. It's crazy. What happened is that when he bought because he had to buy a PS4 when NKX came out. When he bought that, we were like pseudo living together, not really, whatever. Another story. So when he bought it, and then we broke up, but he left the PlayStation here.
Damn.
He broke up because
he done fucked up.
But he knew.
He done fucked up.
He was like,
I came back here for my PlayStation.
But fuck you, I got your
You seen my PlayStation?
You seen my PlayStation?
She was like, we can't be together. Heartbroken a little bit.
He was scratching his neck like, have you seen my PlayStation?
He knocking on the door.
I left off bad and bougie.
She look at the people like, fuck you.
You got left off bad and bougie.
Whoops. But I didn't ask him to, but I was playing the game way more than he was. So I don't know, out of the kindness of his heart, he left it here. And I just ended up playing it more. And then 2 months later, though, it was Christmas. So I bought him one. I was like, I just feel this is shitty. Like, I just pretty much took over your
I'm about to say, don't feel bad. Fuck that shit.
Here you go. Here's
left. He's
offering. A year later, the new consoles come out and shit.
Right. But I ended up being better than him because I was just spending so much more time playing. He played Kotal Khan.
Kotal Khan's beast though.
Kotal Khan is a beast.
Kotal Khan is a beast. He's just.
Oh yes, he is.
I might see it. Hold on.
I'm about to play Mortal Kombat. Play Jason for Friday the 13th.
There you go.
That's the shit.
Okay, Sean playing these fighting games while I'm not home.
Eugene. I'm trying to pull you in. I'm about to pull you in here, Eugene.
Eugene, you always be ducking the damn challenge.
I know. So Eugene, look, we about to put this open challenge right now. We about to put this open challenge right now.
Challenges.
Eugene.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna
check this out.
Ass,
check this out, bro. You need to represent the platform,
motherfucker.
Bro.
Bring your ass on the damn game. Let's go.
Motherfucker. It's time to ante up. You know what I'm saying? You need to represent.
Yo, let's get Mike in there too. Mike get his spam mode.
Fuck Mike. Hell no, we can't put it on Mike's back.
You know, Mike get his spam mode in.
We not putting it on Mike's back.
So Mike sent somebody to me months back, right? And I trashed that motherfucker. Then he gonna go on with Twitter talking shit about me. Like I'm wrong.
So let me tell you something, Eugene. You should really check out AD's shit. Like, I honestly think that if y'all had a match, because I want to sanction this shit. I want to do a giveaway.
Yo, Daddy, you try to set him up.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I got a tiny grudge against Eugene because the way he treated me in Street Fighter. Because I claim that's my shit, and this motherfucker treated me like a bitch, and I just wasn't happy about that. You know what I'm saying? So now, we got AD. She coming in with the pain, like true pain. Like she said she had a problem. Let me tell you something. When you read each hitbox and animation, you a pro. And I think hell yeah,
he's baiting
you. Unless you on host status and you just want to say nah, fuck it, I ain't gonna do shit. It's up to you. So but I want this challenge.
Y'all know my PS10. I ain't got no problem doing some casual matches.
Oh,
she's like whatever. It's whatever.
It's whatever.
That's you, dog.
Hold on, AD. He said you on the casual.
Oh. Wait, what do you play now? Let's have a discussion. Who do you play?
What game it is?
She about to break you down.
Injustice. I'm curious. Who you play?
What game? Excuse me?
Injustice.
Injustice 2. I like Green Lantern, Batman, and Darkseid and Bane.
This nigga named like 10 characters.
right, I'm good on them.
He's like, I'm good on that.
355. I'm Squeaky Geef.
Yeah, he's
said
in
what?
Russian
I'm
power.
Geef and Urian is 355.
Oh God.
But you're not really a Street Fighter player though, right? But you do play Mortal. But you played Mortal Kombat 2 though, didn't you, Eugene?
He has Mortal Kombat XL.
Yeah. I played just MKX and Injustice. Like I said, I had Street Fighter. I had Street Fighter for 2 weeks, and then I deleted
my main
it.
Mortal Kombat is Ermac.
Okay. All right.
You think you can handle that?
She's like, all right.
I'm thorough and Tor. I'll beat your ass, little man.
Y'all play 7, you see me using Dragon off for Fang.
Yes. So, this is like Conor McGregor Mayweather shit. So,
McGregor Mayweather shit.
Believe me, I'm going to get the promo ready. I'll let y'all know when the day happens. Because it's definitely getting, I'm talking about.
And who the fuck's Mayweather and who the fuck's Conor McGregor?
Two ass
gets their ass beat.
All I gotta say, Danny, you are cold as ice. Send your homie up to get murdered.
Word, I'm like, yo, if he loses, you gonna put this shit on every goddamn
You better fucking
channel.
believe it. 1080p, 60 FPS, 4K support.
Yo, this like some shit actually happened. One of my friends, one of my girls, I don't know, I was hanging out with her one day, her boyfriend was around, and he mentioned I mentioned I played Mortal Kombat, and he was like, oh really? I was like, yeah. And he was like, you want to play? I was like, you don't want to do that.
That's so embarrassing.
So he played Sub-Zero, and we played a 1st to 5, and I beat him 5-0. He literally left.
Damn.
Are you serious?
Like, as soon as it was done, he left the apartment.
5-0? Like not even one?
Yeah, I told him. I said, you don't want to do this.
That's not even funny, yo. Like,
that's just hilarious.
I would just quit playing. I was like, I'm done. I retire. I'm done.
I remember getting kicked out of a Mortal Kombat X group, yo, because I beat one of the admins.
Oh, for real? He got salty?
Yeah.
People get salty. They get so salty.
They get salt. Salt is
Salt.
Salt.
I don't get salty.
Sea salty.
What are you talking about?
I remember he was a Kung Lao player, right? And I told him I played Ermac, but I never told him I started off using Kung Lao. So off the bat, I just picked Kung Lao. After we did our set, right? I'll go back to the group, right? To post the match upload, right? Content cannot be found. A word.
He deleted your video.
Oh shit.
See, this is why I want to see this fucking match. Like, I noticed that AD talking a lot of
Danny,
shit.
I know why you want to see this match. I know why you want to see this match.
Because Eugene gotta go. This motherfucker too good.
Yo, you fucking
Eugene.
troll.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. I want to see somebody teach this bastard.
This nigga's like Don King right now. Like,
it's the greatest show in the world.
It's a match, It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, because I'm like this.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Because I'm like this. Eugene is like, I mean, honestly, I ain't trying to toot your motherfucking horn, man, but you are amazing in this shit. But I would like to see this lesson taught, though. Like, motherfucker,
he wants to see you get your ass whooped. That's what he wants to see.
I'm not going out there boasting and bragging about how good I am. I just picked the and playing that fun.
Exactly. He's hyping it up.
Motherfucker, you was talking mad shit with me, though. You know what I'm saying? Talking about you ain't boasting and bragging. Motherfucker, boasting and brag like a motherfucker.
Exposed.
I got exposed. Hell yeah, hold on. Let me get you right now, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Exposed.
Where is it?
The thing about fighting games, like even when I was playing my friend's boyfriend, like I didn't realize how technical it was and how, like, knowing anything about frame data and understanding, punishes when you're at advantage, when you're at disadvantage, when you plus, when you should or shouldn't press a button, when you should jump, when you should not, like knowing all of those numbers to know that, okay, he's -11, which means I could do my 6-frame move. Like,
pro shit.
I would it's not pro shit.
You know why I'm laughing right now?
That's like,
because I know all your friends' boyfriends are probably probably like, yo, man, that girl, don't go around her, man.
Man, fuck AD, man. Hey, like, look, man, put your PlayStation up. She coming over.
Put the PlayStation up.
Don't invite her over. Don't invite her over.
Hey, look. And she like Debo. It's like I'm gonna tuck mine in. You know what I'm saying? Nah, motherfucker.
Come over all innocent, like, can I play? Then you lose 5-0. Like, what?
Hey, when you mess up at Dan Street Fighter 5, you play Fong, don't you?
You said what?
You play Fang, don't you, in Street Fighter 5?
I play. My mains are Ryu, Fong, and.
We use not the main, dude. We use not your main. Try again.
Who?
You said Ryu's not your main.
Ryu is my main. Ryu is my main. Ryu is my main. And then I'm using Fong.
The Fong.
Who is Fong?
I'm just Fong. Why you just ran so much?
He said Fong.
It's Fong. It's pronounced Fong. It's not Fang. It's not Fang.
Whatever his name is. Anyway, here's what you messed up at, Danny. When you play Fang.
What? I already said.
I play Geef, right? You know I play Geef, right?
Right.
Yep.
Why would you attack me head on?
Hold on, because hold on.
Of course we.
He's calling you out, Danny. He's like, why would you
look.
attack me?
You know what I'm saying? First of all, you know, I was still trying to get acclimated, you know, to a new character. Doesn't that sound like a fucking excuse? Hold on, I'm gonna get myself a life. All right, fuck it. All right, fuck it.
Said I have to get acclimated.
I know totally about being salty because I was pretty good at Mortal Kombat until I took on Terry. She took Cassie. She took Cassie. I'm not lying. I'm not lying because I made something.
Lies.
You're gonna kill instinct right until you play me.
No, I didn't play you. I never played you on Mortal Kombat.
I said kill instinct.
Let's get a Mortal Kombat lobby going.
Look, AD.
But no.
He said he don't brag. Look at this shit. Yeah, right? Look at this shit.
Look at his profile. Look at his avatar. Look at Eugene's avatar.
Look at his fucking avatar. And I made that for him. I made that avatar for him.
Stroke. Woo.
But no, I took on Terry, and she took Cassie Cage, and I made Sub-Zero. She, gave me an ass from like no other. I got raged, and
you used Sub-Zero.
I walked away. I was like, I'm done.
That's what you get.
I was like, you know, we're like best friends, Terry. I'm done.
Mike, which version of Sub-Zero did you use?
What do you mean which Sub-Zero did I use?
3 variations.
Exactly. That's why
I
he
don't even
lost.
know what variation
That's why
he said spam edition. I don't know.
The one with the ice clone?
I used the
Ice Clone.
with a hammer and everything.
Because
I think it's the band hammer.
Cryomancer.
Okay, you saw Sub-Zero against Cassie Cage. You had no business losing.
No, you tell that.
Damn, Eugene.
Tell that Terry.
Is that what we going right now? Is that what we doing?
Dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Oh, that's what he's doing right now. That's what he's saying.
Good.
We taking it there.
Terry's good.
I'm playing with Jason. That's all I know. Jason and Cassie Cage.
I haven't played Mortal Kombat in like a very long time, so
but she does.
I am not signing up for nothing. I'm I probably don't even remember my finishers anymore.
AD.
What's up?
Question.
Yes.
What was your? I know you rarely lose.
It's not true. Go ahead.
Damn.
What was your worst
Mad pressure.
loss? Like, what was a loss that you had that you really felt like, damn, I got grabbed? Like, what was that loss?
I would probably think of what's freshest in my mind from Injustice. There was a tournament I went to called East Coast Throwdown in Jersey. That was Labor Day weekend, and
I want to go to that.
yeah, it was awesome. That was my first time at that one.
What part of Jersey was it again? Make sure it's the same one we're talking about.
Fairfield, maybe. Yeah, okay, yeah, that one. But so I had to play somebody's Red Hood, and I know him, and I know he has a good Red Hood, and I was already dreading it because at EVO, which is the largest fighting game of the year, I lost to a Red Hood.
Ooh.
So then, so I was like, oh shit, I gotta play him, and I know he plays Red Hood, and I lost. So it's the first to 3 at the tournaments. And I lost 3-0. I was like, oh my God, I got bodied. But it was just like, it's like you get bodied for different reasons, or not even necessarily get bodied. You lose for different reasons. Sometimes you may lose because like you miss your input. It's an input error. You lose because you like make the wrong read, or you just don't know the matchup. For me, I just literally didn't know the matchup. Like that whole time, I'm like, what the fuck can I do? Like, when am I supposed to press a button? Like, I was just lost in setups. I couldn't block. It was just like, I don't know what's going on. So that's what frustrates me the most. I don't mind losing when I know that I played well and I did what I was supposed to do. And in that situation, I just, if I got outplayed, I got outplayed. But in this one, it was just like, I was lost. Like I could have given this controller to my niece, who's 9 years old. She probably could have did better. Like I didn't know. I was just lost, and I just like I need to probably just grind that matchup because right now it's like my demon. Like if I ever go to a tournament, it's like, oh fuck, I gotta fight a Red Hood. It's
Red
done.
Hood. Oh
yeah.
I hate Harley Quinn. I hate that bitch, yo.
Yo, don't say that.
Don't tell that.
Don't tell that.
Harley Quinn is that chick, yo.
I feel shit. Come on, get my hair.
Don't tell that Solo. Your main character is. Don't tell him.
My main is the Joker. Fuck with the Joker and Batman.
Oh gosh, I was when I first got the game, I originally thought I was going to play Catwoman or Ivy because the designer who made Melina and MKX did Ivy and Catwoman. And I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. I love Melina so much, so I'll play one of them. Didn't like either of them. And I was like, just pick up Harley. And I loved Harley. Harley is bae.
So Harley is bae?
Harley is bae. She's just... I love how she plays, her play style, the tools that she has. There's certain weaknesses that she has, and in certain situations she kind of has like no options and she's just like gets fucked. But she's just so fun. Her personality, just like as a character, she's just funny. She makes all these puns, and that's what I do. Like I'm that corny pun joke person, so I'm all about that.
All right.
Bane is bae.
So let me ask you this: next fighting games that you want to get into, what are some that piqued your interest that are like coming out or ones that you want to get into?
So I still want to try to give Infinite a chance because I haven't really. I don't even own it. So all I've seen is like watching streams from tournaments, and Marvel is just. Like I said, it's a lot going on. I've never played a tag-based game, so I have no idea what that experience is like. I've read about it, like I said, and I've looked at tournaments and stuff. I don't know what it would be like, but it's probably just so overwhelming. Like it looks like it's a lot going on, but everybody who I've talked to who plays it, they're like, once you actually start it, it's not as crazy as it seems. So I might try that. This new Dragon Ball game.
Yes.
I swear to God, I'm so hyped for that right now.
Yeah.
Then you won't get the day 95 edition.
No, I'm buying day one. Day one, baby.
Day 95 edition.
Right. Because I'm a PC dude. You know, PC dudes always gotta wait, but we ain't gotta wait for Dragon Ball. Yeah, Dragon Ball come out same time. Fuck you, Eugene. It's coming out the same.
He's like, I'm in there.
Right, I'm in there. I'm a day oneer. Yeah, so Dragon Ball now, that game looks so good. Like just watching it is like amazing. You know, like
Leon, you better not even say anything because I know you. You're gonna break release.
What? Damn! What did I say? Shit.
Why you coming at me?
Shit, I'm just chilling in the cut.
We all know. We all know.
I'm going straight to New York.
We all know Leon. We all know Leon's gonna have like a week early.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna have that shit early. I'm gonna hit up my Asian dude. Like, what's good?
Yo, low-key though, so like before Injustice came out, people are so petty. But before Injustice 2 came out, like there were people who got early copies, and people were like, "Oh my God, you're a top pro gamer. That's why you were able to get an early copy, and you have an advantage over people." And blah blah blah. I'm like, it's not a big fucking deal. Somebody gets the game a week early. It's not like they're gonna be that far ahead of you. Like, relax. But I didn't realize that like these small mom and pop stores, they get copies of things early, and I never realized that until now. So a lot of times it's more like, depending on where you are, like a lot of the people I know who got the early copies of Injustice lived in New York. So a lot of those like smaller mom and pop little video game shops, they were able to get it early, and
you're gonna get it in the suburbs. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Because I even called, like, I live in Chicago, and I tried calling places, and I was like, we ain't got it. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm just wait. Like, it's not even worth it. Because there were people who were even like buying 20 copies and then trying to sell them for like $200 just to have it a week early. It's never that serious.
Look, you need a General Orc to call for you. Yeah, you know that he just.
Hello, yo, bitch ass, give me that fucking copy.
That would work.
Yeah, you'd have had 2 fresh ass copies. Right there.
Right, immediately. I'm like, people were actually selling this for like $150, $200, and people bought them. I'm like, y'all, why? It's just never that serious. But Dragon Ball. That one also, again, a different style of fighting game, but that one is piquing my interest more than Infinite did. Marvel vs. Capcom. Like,
are you talking about Xenoverse?
No, Dragon Ball Z Fighters.
No, we're talking about Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Fighter Z, yeah,
Fighter Z.
Yeah, get it right, Danny.
Get it right. Get it right.
I was wrong.
Get it right.
I got it.
Okay, guys, get a strike. I swear to God, that thing's gonna break at some point. This fucking Mario ass over here.
Okay, so next tournaments, like what's next for you as far as like leveling up your tournament resume? Like where are you headed next?
There's a couple of different things that I'm looking to do. As far as competing, the next tournament I will compete at is called the Northeastern Championships, which is in Philly. It is like the second weekend of December. I forgot exactly when. So that I'm doing that, but I'm also working on stuff outside of just competing. Just in the past couple of years, I have like fallen in love with the game and the scene, and just like I said, going to tournaments, it's just a different experience as opposed to just staying at home and playing online and watching on Twitch. When you go to tournaments, it's more of a personal experience. You get to talk to these players, sit down to them, talk different strats, and you just learn it off of each other. And what I'm looking to do is kind of put more content about the game out in the internet webs. Like just kind of talking more about the experience of going to a tournament and trying to probably get some things on film and write up some stuff, maybe like a blog type of thing. So I'm looking to kind of start working on it. Yeah, because I think people would love to watch it. People really like just watching other people, which I think is why reality TV took off the way it did years ago. People just like looking at other people doing shit, and that's why Twitch is so big too. So I'm thinking of trying to get that tournament experience, because as far as what people see of a tournament setting, it's just the actual stream matches that are on stream. But outside of that, like the matches that happen off stream, when people even just be kicking it, we be kicking it in the hotel room, talking shit, playing casuals. People would love to see that, and I think people would like interviews, talking to some of those like top 8, top 16 players in the scene, talking to them about their whole experience. So I'm going to be working on that as well as trying to compete and keep up. So it's a couple of things in the works. We also have E-League. We're going to be on E-League next month. So
nice.
Look,
that's super exciting. I'm not going to be there. I'm not playing.
Not a pro.
I'm not. I just keep up with everything that's going on. But E-League, E-League is so cool though. Like Counter Strike, I didn't know shit about CS:GO. Like I didn't know anything about CS:GO. I watched that shit on E-League. When I tell you, I could not turn my eye away from the screen.
CS:GO
is lit. I was like, what? Like I loved it.
Terry, you hate CS:GO, right? You said the community's toxic.
The community so toxic.
Is
It's
it?
horrible.
It is a little bit.
I literally picked up the game. It was my very first match. Okay, everybody on my team, was cussing me out and breaking me down.
Wow.
I didn't know the lingo. I didn't know where things were, and they didn't have any time for that. I'm like, no.
That's so, like, people are so fucking try hard all the time. Like,
I played a few matches with people, and it's just no matter what match I went in with different people, it's the same thing. They were all over the top toxic. So I don't play CS:GO. I don't play it. It's just no. I would say if you're gonna play it, make sure you have a full team of friends so you don't hear anybody else, because it's just no.
Yeah, that's kind of how Destiny was. I feel like at some point, like people trying to go through raids, like using LFG, and it's like know how to do this, or it's like, and if you try to get in and you don't know what you're doing, like people will like fucking curse you out. And I understand like the raids in Destiny could be like fucking frustrating because you put in a lot of hours into that.
That's true.
But shit is gonna go wrong, but it's just gonna happen. It's not avoidable. Like it's just not gonna go smooth. So, but people will like curse you out, like, why weren't you on this platform? Or it's like, what? Calm down. Like, just run the game.
Seriously, in the end, it is a game. Okay, if you lose that match, your life is not ending. You're fine.
Exactly.
You will wake up the next day and you will get to play again. It's all good. Calm down.
Exactly. You remember, Terry?
People take it too seriously. It's like it's. I keep trying to tell people, in the end, it's a game, and you're supposed to be having fun, not breaking people down and making them not want to play it. I mean, if they want to play and have fun, they should have have fun. You don't got to be like asshats. It's just a game.
When I'm playing
I really don't get the whole thing of why people go into casual mode and then chew out people for being in casual mode. It's like, if you want to be sweaty, go play in ranked.
Exactly.
That right there, that's Eugene right there. He likes playing in casual and takes on the noobs and just trashes them.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, Eugene.
Like that's that's why they created shit like, why we have a ranked system and why you have like the more casual. It's just like you just want to chill and play. Like, I'm just coming in here to like test out this new gun. Like, can you chill out? Can I see what this last word feels like? Like, it's my first time.
Yeah, it's just it gets hard on certain games when they have that competitive section of the game people are playing, but then they don't use it. They go in, casual, and they treat the casual players like trash because they're casual players. Like, they don't want to go to the competitive side because obviously they're not good enough.
Competitive again, you're right.
So they're gonna go beat on people who are new so that they can feel good about themselves.
You know what? Yep. When I play on when I'm playing motherfucking CS:GO, I'm in casual most of the time, honestly, because ranked is hard as shit. But I usually, if somebody gets shitty or starts mouthing off or whatever, mute. I mute the fuck out of you. You can yell at yourself. You know what I'm saying? I say,
you gotta mute me, fucker.
Right. Oh, I can mute you, but I'm scared too, though. But I could mute you.
I'll break the mute button with my voice.
Okay. All right. So our guests have survived the hot seat, which is great.
Phew,
all right, I'm done. Bye. See ya.
All right. So now we are in our potluck news segment where we just basically go over.
Oh wait! I survived the hot seat.
Yeah, you survived the hot seat, man.
All right, bye.
All right,
so, the chat.
This is for you. Potluck news segment here. We go over just kind of like a general grab bag of news over the week, starting with Cuphead. Sold over 1 million copies. What you guys think about that? Have you tried Cuphead, AD? Cuphead, is that your type of game?
You know what? I haven't played that type of game in years, but I would. Like I said, it's one of those things. I'm now, ever since Twitch, I'm like, since I'm addicted to Twitch, I always have to look at some shit first and watch people play it and then decide, okay, am I gonna get it? And everybody's loving Cuphead. But I remember when was it at E3 when they first showed it, or was it the PS? Okay, I don't remember that or the PlayStation Experience thing. I get them all confused. But even when they showed it at E3, I was like, it just looks so nostalgic. Firstly,
it's like the old school like Steamboat Willie shit. You know?
Yeah. So that was what drew me in. I mean, and then when people started playing it, and they absolutely love it. I'm like, yeah, let me go ahead and get into it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and try Cuphead for sure.
There you go, and stream it. Yeah, I'm following you now, so go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Yay.
Let's stream that shit. Akeyles, what you
What's
think,
up?
bro? 1 million sold.
I mean, it's well worth it. They really put their heart and soul in the game, and it's not everything's well put together. Everything flows well. Yeah, there's no bullshit. It's like whenever you die, it's not like the game's fault. It's your actual fault. Like, oh shit, I missed that one piece of jewel that hit. Or damn, I should have parried that jewel.
That fucking genie, boy.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
Boy, Leon, I'm coming to you now because I know you were the most triggered. 1 million sold. What you think?
Dude,
I think it's well deserved. The game is an amazing game. As rage inducing as it is, I love the game, and I think everybody should definitely play it. You know, regardless if it's hard or not, it's an amazing game. You know, what could I say? I mean, what more could I say about that game? It's made. The graphics are phenomenal. The gameplay is tight. You know, when you lose, it's because you didn't do something. You know, like it takes skill to be like good at that game, and that's what I appreciate about it. So I definitely think it deserves all the accolades that it's getting.
It does. I'm scared to ask General Org. Are you getting
what the fuck you want? Why am I still here?
Are you interested in Cuphead? Is that something that would interest you?
No.
Damn.
Okay, if you ever seen me in Battle Block Theater, think of putting a Tasmanian devil with rabies inside of a little cage with a human's hand. That hand ain't gonna be there anymore.
Okay, so that's a no. Right, that's a no.
Welcome to life, kids. It's graphic.
Nicholas. Nick. What you think about Cuphead? 1 million sold.
It's well deserved. I know I probably would have been better at this game 10 years ago when I wasn't trash at side scrollers. The game controls really well. Like, my one concern going in and with how good the art style and everything was, I was like, I bet it's going to be clunky as hell. And it was actually really smooth. The game runs really well. That dragon in Island 2 can suck my dick. Been stuck on that shit for like a week and a half now.
Oh, God. I don't want to hear that because I'm like coming up on that.
But no, it's a really fun game. It's great the studio managed to get the game out. They went through a lot of problems and trying to get the funding for it, remortgage their house. Microsoft helped them pull it out. And I'm glad that it got released, and I'm really interested to see what the studio could do next.
For sure. Big Mike, 1 million sold.
Yo, what's up?
What you think, man? 1 million sold.
It's amazing. I mean, it's well deserved. They do deserve it. And the game is fun. It is rage-inducing. Believe me, I am stuck at the airplane scene, the very first airplane scene where you have to fight the moon still.
Oh, hell yeah, that shit pissed
Wait,
me
you're still at the beginning?
Yes.
Oh, Mike's trying to get roasted.
Like, wait a second.
She had to call you out real quick.
That's fine. Call me out.
Oh, shit.
Are we roasting Mike again?
Yeah.
Of course they are. They love roasting me.
Oh, shit.
I'm the comedy of the show.
It's Terry's fault.
You think that moon's bad? Wait till you get to the clown in Island 2.
Oh my god, I hate that fucker. I hate him, and I hate his stupid little horse that he rides on.
I'm telling y'all right now, if you're stuck at that, just buy the shotgun upgrade and just shoot his ass.
Look, I get to the very last upgrade. Shit. He's just annoying as fuck.
Dude, I was sitting there watching Leon today on it was one of his past streams, and he was at the carnival scene with the roller coaster boss. And, oh my god!
Yeah, that's the clown.
You know, he was sitting there raging so hard. He's about to throw a joystick and everything.
That clown is worse than Pennywise. Like
I got two Xbox controllers right now that the X don't work because of me angrily mashing it because of this game.
His rage was like induced on like 9,000. He even hit his green screen. He knocked his green screen down. And said,
you got some General Oric anger right now.
Yeah, that game will do it to you.
I ain't even lying. This game got me so mad at one point. I smashed my PS4 controller. I was like, damn it, this is your fault too.
No, do you want to see my worst case of rage ever? I have it as a Twitch clip.
Oh, yes, please. Yeah. Post that shit in the chat.
Yeah, Leo was ready to go Hulk smash.
Yeah, and then the music is so happy, but there's nothing happy about that game.
Actually, my voice cracked during this. I actually
just watched
my
the
voice.
fucking graphics, man. It's like, oh. They look so happy. You just want to look at everything, and then you die.
It does look so happy.
You just start looking at everything, and then you die. It's like,
look, I was showing my wife the game because she's getting ready to play it on Saturday for a new episode of My Wife Plays, and I showed her the game. First, she looked at it, and she was like, "Oh, okay, this is what you're talking about. This looks good." And then, like, I was showing her the level, and she instantly was like, "No, fuck your show. I'm not doing that goddamn game."
If she plays it tomorrow, you better go invest yourself a bodysuit.
Oh man, you know she gonna be pissed. Cause see, my wife.
Make sure your chair is within arm's length.
I can't find it. Shit.
What about the cuckoo clock? That shit.
I thought I had it, but I don't have the clip.
Oh, if you can find it, sir, please post it. But my wife doesn't play games like that though. Like, she's not really a gamer. She does like some old school shit, but like this Cuphead is about to fuck her up. Like, you thought Dark Souls was where the shittiness began? Nah. Cuphead, first of all, it's beautiful and happy, but it's killing your shit. So
da you just died.
Right.
Exactly. So sadistic.
Exactly.
Oh, look at this cute little flower. It's gonna fuck you in the ass.
Our boy Demigod said Ruiners is about the same level. I mean, the same frustration level. If you want to play it.
Oh yeah, they talked about that too. If y'all haven't seen it, check out this shit called Ruiner. Literally it earns the title. Like,
oh, good. I wanted another game where I can break another controller.
I was that motherfucker undead over here. Like, you got like a
You know what?
stack.
You know what? This might have been, Microsoft's plan, because they've been shoving controllers down our throats all year. They knew that the Xbox scene is going to need all these controllers when Cuphead came out. They were prepared.
General Oric. She's got a one-up. Yay!
Why?
She gave one of her fucking lives back.
Why are they gonna one-up?
Like, hold on, you want a one-up? You want a one-up? Hold on, I got you. I got you a one-up. Let's see.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
It was nice knowing you, folks, but...
No, don't leave! All right, next up, we got Fortnite. Now, this is another million milestone. They up to 1 million or 2 million players, active players?
10 million.
10 million?
Active players?
Yep.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Holy shit!
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, 10 million active players in Fortnite. What do you think, Leon? I know you're a Fortnite player, man. Like, is that hype for
I'm
you?
playing it right fucking now, yo.
Wow.
I'm fucking addicted to this game. I'm scratching my neck and everything.
Leon's on a goal. If he hasn't told you, Leon's on
I'm
a
trying
goal.
to get the highest kills in squad solo. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but I'm trying.
I hear you over there. Shit, that's all you hear.
I can't stop playing this damn game, dog. It's
me and
fucking
him were talking
crazy.
about it. Me and him were talking about it today. He said also the same thing, that it's his favorite game. That's better than PUBG, even though he has to play PUBG.
I mean, PUBG is the shit. AD.
So what's the? I'm sorry. So what's the difference between PUBG and H1Z1's like
H1Z1
whatever mode they had that was like really that looked similar to PUBG?
King of the Hill. And no,
Maybe the same
H1Z1
guy. That's why it looks the same.
Yeah, and
I didn't know
H1Z1
that.
and PUBG is very, very similar. Like damn near the same. Only thing different.
That's what I'm saying.
PUBG is more methodical. H1 is more asshole-ish. I mean, seriously, I put time in H1Z1. I probably got like, if you look at my Steam right now, I probably got like, I don't know, about 1,500 hours in motherfucking H1Z1.
Okay.
And, so I definitely put some time into it. And PUBG is super, super similar. What is not similar to is Fortnite. And, remember we talked about that at the last show, Akeyles, about how, remember they were trying to sue, or they said they were going to sue fucking Fortnite.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, they said they were going to sue Fortnite.
Was that the one I missed? Was that the one I fucking died on?
Yeah.
Died on.
Last episode, he didn't make it.
Yeah.
You was
I
definitely...
I would have been a huge rant about that if I was fucking awake.
Yeah, that was our last show. We talked about the lawsuit. They threatened to sue. So, but 10 million players is amazing. This is doing really, really well. And I think it's because it's free. That helps.
Yeah, it's free to play.
Free always helps.
And it caught another game.
But it's great though. I mean, I enjoyed my time in Fortnite for sure. It's definitely different. To me, it's definitely different than PUBG. For them to kind of come out and say that, they're suing because of the fucking intellectual property or whatever, eat a dick. Because really, it's not like PUBG. Only thing that's like PUBG is Battle Royale style. That's it. But everything else is like so different.
Now, speaking of suing there, Danny, Fortnite's suing the players also.
I saw that. Fortnite is suing the cheaters.
Oh, the cheaters, right? I saw that too.
Yeah, the cheaters. What it is these two guys.
Cheater, pumpkin in your getting got lost it up your ass.
These two guys, they developed cheats for Fortnite, and the developers was like, "Fuck you, you're not getting away with this shit." Right.
I just don't get that. Like, I don't understand just using cheats in a game. To me, that's like not even satisfying. Like, you didn't even really win. Like, you didn't even do it right.
I'll be the devil's advocate here. Cheating in a fucking Lego game is optional, okay? I want my fucking cheats in my Lego Batman, and I want to complete the fucking game at 100%. Fuck you, I want my cheats.
If you first of all here, let's get this out the way first, okay? Let's just get this out the way. Because if you cheat in a motherfucking Lego game, your ass needs to lose all your lives. For real.
Listen, they put them in the game, they're meant to be used. Shut your mouth.
What I don't get though is why is Epic Games, so sensitive with Fortnite? I mean, there's cheaters on Gears, there's cheaters on Paragon. They don't give a shit, but they're gonna get all upset about Fortnite.
It's a PR problem, because the problem that PUBG has right now is they say they're not progressive enough on the hackers and everything else. So Fortnite wants to compete with PUBG. They want to be more proactive than PUBG is.
Right.
On
I understand it.
So because when it comes to a free-to-play game and a game that is very similar, plays in the same market, customer service and how well you update your game is a huge part of that. So if they're taking this active stance against cheaters and hackers, it's going to draw more people in the long run. So it's a very progressive and damage control and keeping things to a minimum. Do I think they should be suing guys for modding a game? That seems a little extreme.
That's excessive.
Yeah, it's a little excessive.
But like, I'm hiding my JTAG at Xbox 360 because if they're suing people for cheating, then damn, my old Call of Duty games are.
Oh, so you're the motherfucker with the infinite grenades, you bastard! He's like, you're the
I ain't gonna lie. I used to use the health cheat and just run around the map. I didn't kill nobody. I just ran circles.
Oh, you fucking bastard! I'm salty at you right now. I know I ran across you and you fucking asshole. Trying to shoot me anyway. You probably got bored and was like, oh, I'm gonna kill him. And it was me. It was me, motherfucker.
You're like, I remember. I know it was you.
I got a grudge.
Man, I ain't even gonna lie. The most fun hack that I ever saw in a game is I was playing Black Ops 2 on backwards compatibility. I literally spawned into the game and it turned me into a lightning strike. And I was just flying around the map. I was like, what?
He's an asshole,
what's going
man.
Whoa, they were like changing character animations, and oh god, it was weird.
Dude, you are a fucking asshole. All right, next up, Mario Odyssey. The first few reviews have come in, and they are all 10s.
Yes,
they are pretty much loving the fuck out of Mario Odyssey for the Switch.
I'm ready for Terry to chime in. He goes, "Why is that?"
Oh, I know Terry triggered right now. Look, she's breaking her
You
neck.
guys, I get so triggered when anything gets rated at 10. It just triggers me.
I'm with Terry on this one.
Oh. What you think? What's wrong with Mario's 10s?
No game should get a 10. Ever.
No game is perfect.
No game should ever get you rated a 10 because by giving it a 10, you're saying it is perfect. It has no flaws. Nothing can be better. Everything needs to be held to that standard. Okay? Nothing should ever be a 10. Ever. Okay? Didn't they give Zelda when it came out a freaking 10? And then, you know, time had gone by and everyone kept talking about the problems that game had. But that was a 10. But it had problems. How's a 10 have problems? It's a fucking 10. It's perfect.
Look, I have problems with my girl, and she a 10. That's all I gotta say. It's all about your perception. So if you're reviewing how you feel on it, and at the moment, if it has problems and you still like it, and you know what I mean, those problems don't bother you at all, it could be a 10.
Right. You know what a 10 for me is? Lego Batman, bitches.
Oh shit! Well, I actually did like Lego Batman. That shit was pretty dope.
You're a professional gamer over here. You guys are gonna talk about like multiplayer PvP games. I'm the motherfucker who's good at Lego Batman because you know what? I fucking 50-time pixel shoot.
Hold on, wait. She's not a pro.
Oh god. Oh god.
Yup. I'm hitting you with that until we go like.
I'm about to put that. I'm literally about to put that in my Twitter bio. Not a pro. hashtag not a pro.
Right, not a pro. Then you look at her videos and you just like, you just like, what the fuck?
I just know what I'm doing in some situations.
Right, I can't tell. I cannot tell. Anyway, so 10s for Mario. You know what? I really want to play it. You know, I had reservations about playing it. You guys know that are part of the show. We talked about it. I couldn't get with Mario with tall humans. I'm like, why the fuck? Mario's human. So why are there like tall, Grand Theft Auto looking humans and shit? But it's different. It's not what I thought. It looks really, really good. It looks like it plays good. I've watched tons of videos on it. And I'm definitely super hype about that. I think I'm gonna end up getting my Switch. I don't know. I don't want to go broke trying to get this shit.
Do it, man.
It's like,
how much is the Switch now? What's the price?
$299.
$299 plus tax.
$299. Okay.
I love my Switch.
That's a little bit. It's a little, my pockets ain't swole like I used to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I'm talking to you, Preston. I love my Switch. I don't care what you say.
Ooh, Preston watching. Motherfucker ain't watching. Okay, so
he's already Dad, he's over here eating steak dinner.
He's eating a big ass steak dinner and shit. Like fuck.
He's scratching his neck. That goddamn Michael. That goddamn Michael. We all say like a Switch.
He secretly loves the Switch. He just keeps blaming it on his wife.
Yeah, he's talking about I bought the Switch for my wife, but then why the fuck is it your name engraved on it? You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. All right, IGN. They kind of blew up the spot today. They own Humble Bundle. which is, I think, is a weird dynamic because Humble Bundle's always been kind of like this independent entity, you know what I'm saying? Kind of outside of like, you know, big corporate control. And then you have like IGN fucking buying them. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, are you guys familiar with Humble Bundle? I know Terry.
I'm not that familiar. I know they
$5 to get me a nice game.
What exactly are they? Humble Bundle?
Humble Bundle basically is just what it is. It's just like a bunch of bundles for games that are like
for games. Okay,
like you can pay anything you want. I think it's like you can pay like $1, and sometimes there's like 15 games in the fucking bundle. Like, and it all goes to charity. Very very noble cause that they have, but it's just weird. IGN is
because usually if they sell them in tiers, your bundles are in tiers, so that you see which games are in which tier, so you can decide which tier you want to get. If you get the highest tier, you know, I think you only pay like $15, and you're gonna get $130 to like $200 some worth of games for $15. Right. So
got it.
So it's it's a great deal, and so you can then choose how much of that money you want to put towards charity, or you know, or if you have like a Twitch streamer you really like, if they're affiliated, then it goes towards them, or whatever you want to do with it. So it's cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. And so IGN just acquired them.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
Very
IGN.
cool.
You know about you know all about IGN. You know yeah. So it's like, to me, I don't know. I just felt like there's just some darkness looming over it. Like, I like IGN, but for them to kind of acquire Humble Bundle, it's like I feel like corporate. I feel the corporate shit seeping in. You know what I'm saying? And
Did
it's like,
somebody call for the darkness?
Batman coming in here, Batman.
That's how the conference call went. It sounded just like they were acquiring Humble Bundle. You know, it was just like, I don't know. You know, I just feel some type of way about it because, you know, Humble Bundle's always been kind of like this beacon of goodness, you know, because they gave, you know, all of the profits, or at least 90% of the profits went to charity. They offered a lot of amazing deals. Like, I've gotten some like stupendous bundles. Like, there was, you know, bundles that had like Sleeping Dogs, and it was just like a bunch of games for Square Enix. Remember that bundle was amazing. It was like all the Final Fantasies with fucking Sleeping Dogs and Tomb Raider, and it was like you could pay $1. If you pay $5, you get the soundtracks and shit. And, you know, just some amazing, amazing deals that they offered. And then it's like IGN now has them. So it's like, what do they offer now? Like Humble Bundle.
It could be good. It could be good. Like Gruntled is saying, it could be good because IGN has, you know, the financial backing. They might be able to get newer games in these bundles.
Shit, my boy Gruntled's in the chat?
All of your games that you get in a Humble Bundle are usually a year or more old. You don't get any new games ever. You're getting old games. So now maybe we can get new games. Who knows? Or just get, you know, big titles that never qualify for the bundle because, you know, they're, you know, untouchable or whatever.
You have some, but I mean, I've had some amazing deals from them. I just feel like IGN would just corporate it up. You know, it's gonna be like, okay, instead of a bunch of games, you'll get like 2 AAAs, and then I have like a higher price of start, you know, it'll be $10, $15 starting.
I don't think they're gonna mess with the formula of how it works because I think
that's what made it so great.
I think they would leave it alone because they want to risk, you know, people leaving. Okay, because there's other companies you can do the same thing with, you know. So more than likely they just see it as a profit, you know, instead of putting all this money wherever Humble Bundle was putting it, they can just put that in their pocket. They're probably just seeing it as a revenue opportunity. And they'll probably just leave it as is and just pocket.
You know, when you're kind of an independent
it's an investment.
I get it, but when you're an independent entity, it's like you have all this control. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when you become part of a corporate, you know, block, you just something about it changes. You become this different thing. It's like, okay, yeah, you're still doing things for charity. You know, you probably now not giving 90%, but you're giving 50%, which is still great. That's still a huge amount of money to get to charity. But then it changes. It's like, God, are we going to start seeing like You go to the website and you see fucking IGN commercials and shit. And it's just like, I don't know if I want to go through all that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if I go to Humble Bundle, I just want that simplistic hello, you know, check out our bundles today. And it's just like amazing shit for a good cause. You know, I don't know. Just IGN.
I don't think they'll change it too much. It'd be a risk to the business model too much. And basically, IGN just wants to make some extra money. They won't risk the business model. It'd be very strange of them to. Very rarely, if you do a company takeover, do you completely switch how you do it. Especially something with Humble Bundle where everything's so charity driven. IGN would literally be committing suicide with the company if they.
That's true though.
Yeah. At least it wouldn't happen anytime soon.
It's all revenue because you know what they can do with this company buying this because it's a charity thing. Claim all that on their taxes because now they have a charitable, you know, income coming in. They can claim all that on their taxes. Cha-ching. Okay, it's all a business thing, just revenue. They're not going to change anything. They just want to pocket all that money because now they have a company that has, you know, that charity thing on it. That's huge tax money. Huge tax money.
I didn't think about it like that. That's true. The tax money, you know, definitely the tax.
That's what they said. They just want the money. They don't care about what they do. They just want the money.
And they did say that they were going to still act independently. I saw the announcement. And there was still like a light of hope. You know, the main dude, he did pour out his passion for it. And he talked a lot about it and how it started and all these charities that they helped a ton of charities. Like, they don't just concentrate on one.
And a guy like that, he's that passionate. He's not just going to give it away and risk it going bad. He's going to make sure that he has the best deal and make sure that his baby does not get effed over. All right.
Yeah,
so,
I feel like I want to do a plug. You know why?
But it's going to be. I'm not worried about Humble Bundle at all. I mean, people, you know, whenever another company buys something, people freak out. I mean, look at Twitch. Okay, Google had Twitch. They did nothing with it. Amazon buys Twitch, and they've actually made it better. So. I mean, who's to say IGN's going to mess it up?
I really just want to do this plug. Can I do a plug?
Go ahead.
So, some of you may know a game that I help out on as a community, kind of a Discord server manager. It's called Kings and Heroes. Definitely should check it out.
Kings and Heroes.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get it up right now. Kings and Heroes.
We're actually getting a huge patch soon. That's why I wanted to do this plug.
Oh, okay. All right. So everybody out there, check that shit out or he will bite you in the fucking neck. You know?
I will tear off your fucking limbs!
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, check that shit out. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
What?
So, you know how it goes. All right.
Oh, Gruntlight's asking, are you doing any new voices in the new patch? I wish I was, Gruntlight. If I was doing... I actually need to talk with Drew about that.
Oh, see, look, more tidbits. Keep asking shit, Grundle. All right.
I know Grundle. He's one of the moderators over there, and I love it, man.
All right, so we have come to that part of the show, the final round. I know General Warwick said he was triggered, but, you know, we always give an opportunity to share the final round. I don't want it too packed. Maybe one or two people. Anybody else triggered?
I say just offer it to the guests, and that's it.
Okay, all right. So if the guests don't, are you triggered?
I'm not triggered by anything. I don't think. Not today, at least.
Oh shit! So we have General Orc in the
final round.
It's on you, sir. Go.
It's just me?
It's just you.
Well, let's have a nice talk with a nice company we like to call Bethesda.
Oh.
So, recently they released something we call the Lovely Creation Club. What is the Creation Club? Oh, it's supposed to be this original idea, not paid mods at all, and you just get to pay for content like small DLC tidbits, and you can earn the in-game credits, they said. Fucking liars, you fucking pieces of shit. That's all paid fucking mods. You fucking sacks of shit trying to pull us over the eyes of the fucking beholder. We knew you. We know you, Bethesda. We fucking know you. We've been playing your games for how fucking long? You resell Skyrim 3 times now. Yeah, we know about the Switch version coming out. But now, you have the fucking balls of tenacity to pull out paid mods a second time. And not even good ones. First, we go to Fallout 4. Let's see what we got. Reskins for the Pip-Boy. Oh, $20. No, not even 10, like $10. Okay. Oh, let's see what else. A horse power armor. Do you guys like horse power armor? Where you have toy horses on your power armor? Yeah. $20. Reskin of your power armor. Okay. Beautiful. What else do we got? I can't even continue. I'm about to fucking blow a gasket and throw a microphone across the room. Because this shit pisses me off. The content that they're making. They couldn't make creation of this beautiful thing. They just made it this fucking huge, beautiful like thing, presented it to us, saying it wasn't going to be paid mods, except they fucking it's like taking molasses and saying it's maple syrup and saying it's sweet and slapping it in our face. It's pretty much what happened. I mean, Bethesda, seriously, why can't you listen? You know, you have all these modders. You have one of the largest modding communities to date. You're unmatched. But you try to fucking monetize and take the money away from the modders themselves? Really? We know what you want to do, Bethesda. You want to make money off of everything. I mean, you gave us ESO, and look what the first start of ESO looked like. Absolute garbage. You fixed it up because you actually listened to your community. But then you make the Creation Club. Thanks. You fucked us in the ass the second time. And now, here's the even better part. It's not a DLC. No, it's an update you have to fucking install, and you have to install all the fucking content. So console users, you're absolutely fucked if the Creation Club gets too big, because that means you're probably going to need 50 gigabytes worth of space just to download those little tidbits, so once you unlock it, you get it anyway, so you don't have to install it. Console users, have fun with Creation Club, while fucking we PC users don't have to deal with it, because literally a modder, since they were so pissed off, literally made a mod to remove Creation Club.
Rip.
Just fuck Creation Club. Just honestly. I don't like the idea. I hate the fucking idea. I never want to see it. Like, I literally fucking hate the idea. If you haven't noticed already, I want it to burn fucking hell. I want to find whoever fucking was the creative designer over there. I'm gonna look up fucking names right now. Okay, I'm gonna go look for the fucking Bethesda head creative designer. What a fucking name.
I'm about to find him right now.
Yeah, I'm about to help you, dude. Shit, I'm feeling your cause right now.
Creative designer jobs. Oh,
Twitter's about to blow up.
good.
Done.
Oh, shit. This motherfucker health bar grew once he got shit here.
Who made the fucking Creation Club? Nope, they're not saying. They're trying to hide it. I fucking I want to pull them apart. But no, it's
that guy in protection.
Damn! Fuck!
Dude, I'm about to look this shit up right now. Developer of Creation.
He's a real Hulk smashing. I'm telling you, he's a real Hulk.
A fucking dude. It annoys me because this ruins the modding community in the whole. This ruins a lot of projects. People don't seem to understand that Bethesda now has the rights to literally grab your fucking mod and make it paid. That's the power of a Creation Club. Think about that. You get no endorsement from that. No fucking endorsement. No money. No nothing to you. You don't get any fucking support. Look what they did to the Fallout 4 ones. They took the fucking Chinese stealth 2 and said, oh, it already was an earlier game, so we're going to take it from the mod page and fucking make it ours. Oh, look, Hellfire Power Armor. Some user put hard work into that. We're going to take it anyway. Fuck you. We're going to make all profits off of it.
Oh, God.
You don't even get a tag, do you? You don't even get a tag or a howdy doody.
No. But guess what? These modders fight back by keeping the free version up. That's how they fucking do it. And the thing is, seriously, this sucks because that means console users don't get this. They have to use the Creation Club to get their mods. They have to. It sucks ass. Now they have to use the fucking Creation Club. And it's like, what happens to the modders on PC? Because that's where all the mods come from. They don't get any fucking recommendations. And the thing is, Fallout 4 on console and shit is huge.
Yeah.
Guess how much money these fuckers are making off of somebody else's hard work? That's why I hate Creation Club. It's one of the worst fucking ideas. It's a ripoff, and it will give you absolutely nothing you ask for. All it will do is take your fucking hard work, anything you put your time into, fucking make money for a larger scummy company that doesn't even know what its community is.
Damn, man, that sounds so dark
Heavy.
and fucked up.
It is fucked up. I hate the fucking shit they say it is, and it's not.
Damn, that's like straight thievery, though.
It is.
It is.
It is.
Exactly what
But guess what? It's legal to them because they own the fucking intellectual property. That's what's stupid.
Wow.
So
Really
they can't get in trouble. The modder can't do jack shit about it because they own all Fallout 4 content.
Wow.
Same thing goes for Skyrim.
Over there taking the mod and acting like John Cena. You can't see me.
And also, who a fucking small time modder.
I like the short version.
I heard you beginning to sound.
It's like a half
I
didn't live a full life. I lost a half a life.
You got a half. You at 0.5 right now.
No, the thing is, I heard him about to play the sound, and he knew I was going to turn on him. I was just going to turn this whole final round. I was going to turn this final round into Mario sounds.
Oh,
No, seriously. Don't fucking support Creation Club, because if you do, I will find you. And I will kill you.
Over there, what a taken voice.
Right.
And that was the
final round.
Oh shit! Hercules! He made it through. Oh shit! Well, like you said, that right there is. I just cannot believe that developers just have the balls to do that shit. But you know what? I shouldn't be surprised because. These developers getting greedy nowadays. I mean, we already talked about loot boxes and shit. It's just more.
You want to see gritty? You want to see gritty? Bethesda is the epitome of gritty. Resells their game 3 fucking times. Resells their fucking 5th installment of the Elder Scrolls series in 3 fucking times.
Because it's like what?
Switch.
Don't forget they're doing the PS4. They're making the VR version too.
Yeah, the VR version of this.
Okay, wow. 4 fucking times.
Yep.
They can't think of originality because the only thing they can think of is look in the past.
Instead of making 6, let's just keep rehashing Skyrim to death.
Skyrim was great. I love Skyrim, but is it worth re-releasing 5 or 6 times? I don't know. I mean, it's a great game, but I don't know about that.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got Skyrim. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got Skyrim Special Edition. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got Skyrim for the Switch. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got the VR version for PS4. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got Skyrim for your toilet.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Pornhub version of Skyrim.
You wait.
Never ends.
Next generation consoles come out. They'll be like, "Hey guys, guess what we got for you?"
Right.
I will admit something. I will admit something. The reason why they did make Special Edition was actually for the modders, which I do thank them for. Special Edition can run a lot more mods and do a lot more. That's why we could get the Beyond Skyrim project. Hallelujah. But here's the problem. Here's the fucking problem. They put Creation Club in it. They put fucking Creation Club in it. I'm done.
Oh shit! All right. We've had enough trigger for the month.
I'm not even done.
I know you're not done, man. I feel it, man. I feel your chair shaking and shit.
Chair shaking. My whole house is about to come down.
We have come to the end of the show. Yay, we made it. Yay, Hercules. But I would like to send a very special thank you to our super guest today, General Orc, ADsolo, and Mr. Undead. Thank you guys for coming on the show and gracing us with your presence. I really appreciate it, AD. I'm following you now on Twitch. Oric, I've already followed you since you missed last Friday.
Thanks for putting a fucking reminder on me.
Right, you know I did. And Nick, I'm already friends with you. And, we already got connections. So, once again, shout out to the regular cast here. Akeyles, Leon, Cool Cat Terri, Big Mike. Shout out to Chad, John, Gruntle. There was a whole bunch of people in here earlier, but now I don't want to screw up. I'm lazy.
Shout out to Demigod.
Shout out to Demi and MOG.
They go live at 11 o'clock every Saturday.
10 Fox. What the fuck was that other dude's name? Pubzo or Poopzo, or I don't know what the fuck his name
Poopzo!
Shouts out to y'all keeping the chat lively and shit. I really appreciate it. Check us out. We have a Patreon. I'm trying to remember to say it at the end of our show, so we do have a fucking Patreon. So check out the links below.
Ladies and gentlemen,
please give us your money. Look, it sounds like
Patreon.
We should add it to our intro and outro video, so just have a little logo there.
Yeah, have a little logo. Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I'm still working on our new.
You know what I'll do for you? I'll do this just because you had me on. I'll record some sound clips for you guys.
Thank you. Yes.
I'll record free sound clips, hopefully.
That's what I'm talking about. I need one that says, shut the fuck up. I want one of those. And I want one that says, bitch, no, you can't. That's the one. I want those two. Yeah, and I want those two.
Well, you could just shut the fuck up.
There you go.
Bitch, no, you can't.
No, you can't. No, you fucking can't.
So please get me those sound bites.
I already know who's that one is for.
Yo, General Oric, when you do the bitch, no, you can't do it in your not Whitney Houston. Yeah, your Whitney Houston voice.
Oh no.
Oh no, dude! Now you're on the spot. Before we go, I gotta hear this. You're Whitney Houston.
Wait. You can do Whitney Houston? What?
You're like
fucking lying exposed.
Oh, yeah, song now. Like, you better get soulful up in here.
Oh, please.
I mean, I could sing like fucking Louis Armstrong.
There you go.
Okay.
That's
interesting. Skies are green, red roses too, I see them blue. For me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
I know your voice hurts right now.
That's good.
I know your throat.
That's good, man. That's good.
My throat feels like shit. What a wonderful podcast.
Yeah, good shit, man. Good shit.
I just want you to just make sure you get me them motherfucking sound bites because I need that shit in my life.
You got a Discord or something?
You're in Discord.
Kinda, sorta. We do have a Discord. We have Facebook. We got Twitter, Instagram, motherfucking Pornhub accounts. We
Y'all got
all
everything.
That shit. Everything.
I'm glad you said Pornhub.
We do. It's Pornhub
everywhere.
Pornhub / the platform live. So
if I go there, that's just
Terry about to drop out like,
hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is where things
you see Mike playing.
You
see Mike playing Peach.
It only has one video, and you see that's where he got the inspiration to My Wife Plays right there.
Oh, no. Okay. See, hold on.
Exposed.
I hate. Hold on. Yeah, I'm exposed.
See, so now we know where that video went. Why he got rid of it so quick? Because he wanted monetize over Pornhub.
Okay, so a little bit of backstory. I hate.
Somebody got took off Bad and Bougie. Wait a minute.
AD Oric, my wife. I had my cam on, and it was my birthday, but I was doing the show, and my wife just was like ready. You know what I'm saying? She was ready than a motherfucker, so she busted the door ass naked. Now I'm live streaming the show, and I'm like, and Terry's looking at me. She's like, "Daddy." I turn around and straight titties, like,
nobody noticed. Like as they're like gaming or they're like, doing their own thing. And I looked over at the camera, like I was like, damn, Cam. He's like, damn, what? He's like, oh shit.
We became a whole nother show after that.
It was everywhere, and I was just.
As soon as they heard me freak out, everyone, they picked up their phones.
Everywhere.
What's back there?
What happened? Eugene saw it. He keeps letting me have it. Shit.
Eugene, he was like,
he creeped out. He did.
Eugene was like,
I would have thrown my microphone down and be like, fuck this, I'm out.
Hell yeah, I was out. Believe me, that show is gone. That show does not exist. It's deleted from everything.
Never happened.
It never fucking happened.
No, Eugene. No, Dad, Eugene's got it.
Fuck Eugene. You know what I'm saying? I know you got that shit. Shouts out to everybody once again. I appreciate it. Follow everybody. Their links will be below. I gotta edit the fucking video. But all the links will be below to follow everyone. Thank you guys for watching. Check us out next week, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, same day on Friday. Next week we're having another guest. It's going to be a developer hotline for a.
No, wrong
who is
one.
it next week?
It's going to be Torg.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, check us out next week for that and shit. We are out.